live. Yeah, we live. We live.
What up?
Yo, what up? Shout out to the chat. They here. The chat is here. Yeah, we live. We live. Shout outs to the chat. What's good, people? What up? We live.
What up?
All right. Yo, what up? Shout out to the chat. They here. Hold on, I'm hearing some backup. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Is that you?
Yeah, that was me. We should be good now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that was all on me. My fault.
Yo, what up? What up? Shout out to the chat, man. Welcome, man. AGS Live, episode 6. We here, man. Hard 8. What up, Optimus? What you got for him?
What up, man? Nothing. It's regular stuff. Just triple OG, like you said. I like that phrase, so I think I'm gonna rock with that for a little while.
Triple OG, original gamer up in here. You know what I mean? All the way back from the first generation. Dang.
Man, that is a fact. That is a fact.
The first generation, boy. When they had wood grain consoles and shit that can match your furniture. Yeah, man. Wood grain. Hey, what up, man? The lines is live. The number is on the screen. Anybody want to call in, man? We got a few things to talk about today, man. Definitely got some things to talk about. Shout out to the chat and everybody that's here, man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got a surprise topic, too, that I'm going to throw at you off guard with no warning.
Welcome. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want you to have time to think about it.
Yeah, we're going to get to these, the questions that you gathered up on Twitter. We're going to get to them. I definitely got a question from one of the viewers, man, one of our supporters, man, Keltrick. Got a question for us. But, episode 6, people. The number's on the screen. Hit us up on Discord. Any topic that you want to get in on. You want to state your business or you got a gripe with me or Optimus or, debate or any type of opinion you want to get out there, man. I know some people be wanting to be heard. So.
Facts. Yeah. It's whatever.
We basically what he's saying is you want the smoke. You want the smoke. you want the smoke, God damn it. Shout out to the Ash and Luca, man. Shout out to Luca, man. Sucks to suck for T-Rump or sucks to suck for Trump. I think she was trying to say. Shout out to Ash and Luca, man. Make sure y'all check out the Scumcast, man. I actually stopped past there a couple of weeks ago, man.
I thought you didn't collaborate. Didn't nobody want to collaborate?
I wasn't a part of the show. I was a listener.
Oh, okay.
I was a listener. You know what I mean? Great show. It seemed like the fellas over there, they scared. They be scared, but great show. You never know with Luke. You just never know when she's going to, like, pop. You know what I'm saying? So, it'd be a little scary over there, man. But it's all good, man. Great show. Great show. It's all, Lucas, she's a sweetheart. A sweetheart. Shout out to Luca, though. Shout out to Luca. So, you know what? We're going to start off with this question, man, because maybe there's something you can definitely answer or whatever like that. But we got a question from one of the supporters, man, Keltrick. He said,
Keltrick?
Yeah, he said, do you ever, have the feeling that you're growing out of games? He said the last game he beat was Devil May Cry 5, and he feel like he's just growing out of video games, man. He ain't feeling it. You know what I mean? He ain't feeling video. He's growing out of it. Like you grow out of toys and, G.I. Joes and shit like that. He feels like he's growing out of video games. Have you ever felt like that, or do you feel like that now?
Who, me?
Yeah, yourself. Have you ever experienced that, or,
No, and I don't mean to be dismissive of his question, but no, I don't ever foresee that happening. So the answer is no, but there was a phase where I was tired of first person shooters because it seemed like there was a little stretch there where everybody wanted to do first person, and I had reached a point where I was annoyed with just aiming the cursor at the middle of the screen, lining it up with a target, and just clicking the button.
Yeah, you wish it was that easy for you, but you's a bum, so it ain't that easy. And that ain't the question. The question wasn't, do you get tired of first-person shooter? And gaming in general, do you feel like, did you ever have an episode? No. Okay.
No, but I did get tired of a particular genre. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
but as far as gaming overall, no, that has never happened.
Okay. Shout out to Pat, the logo guy. He said $2 towards that 3090. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I definitely could use that. I'm gonna need to eat. I need to eat, and I could definitely use that $2. Get me a loaf of bread or something, man. So I definitely appreciate that. I got some jelly. So good looking out, man. I appreciate you on that one. All right. So there was, I guess you can say it was a phase, and I know exactly when it happened, man. So I did a juvenile bid. I went up, well, not upstate, but I did a juvenile bid. I was locked up for 16 months. I went to Glen Mills.
At what age? Like 15 to 16?
I was 16.
Okay.
December 97. December 97, I got locked up, and I did a juvenile bid. I went to Glen Mills. I was up there for 16 months. So it was like December 22nd, I think, something like that, 1997. I came home April.
Man, right before Christmas?
Yeah, right before Christmas. And I came home April of 99. So I could probably do a life behind bars for like juvenile bid. That juvenile bid was worse than the fucking adult bid and shit, man. Because when kids, heartless. But anyway, when I came home in 99, I was just locked up for 16 months, and I went back into high school and shit like that, and my focus was just like fucking with these bitches. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I did kind of lose love for gaming. Like I just was not focused on gaming anymore. Like it just wasn't at the forefront, which at the time was kind of, it was definitely out of character and weird for me not to really like give a fuck about gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still playing, like at the time, like I had a PlayStation and I was still playing. I played like Resident Evil 2. I beat that without a memory card and shit like that. And I had like Tekken 3 and
skills right there for real.
Yeah. And I had Tekken 3 and I had like Die Hard trilogy and shit like that. And I was dibbling and dabbling. I remember playing like Street Fighter versus X-Men, but as far as like gaming being like the center, it was gone. All I was focused on was like spending money on clothes and shit like that, trying to impress these bitches. I ain't care about no gaming or nothing like that really. And that's when it was only for a few months. And then, within that few months, I had got locked up again. And that's when I went upstate for 7 years. So once I had got upstate, I was going to the library and I was reading the Time magazine, and they had a whole big piece about the PlayStation 2. And just reading that and all of the advancements in technology with this console, it really brought me back to like, it brought me back to reality basically as far as gaming goes. Like, fuck. And I ain't even gonna be able to experience the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like one of them things like you never know what you have till what you have you lose. You know what I'm saying?
You don't miss your water till your well runs dry.
Right. So once that happened, man, it all came rushing back, and it was like, damn, if I would have just stuck to being a gamer instead of a gangster, I could be out there experiencing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only problem. Only time.
But even with what you said, you still didn't lose the love for it, and you just like it took a back seat, it seemed like.
Yeah, that was weird though. That was weird for me. Like gaming never takes a back seat. That's the forefront always. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so for me, I've never lost the love for gaming 8, but being a software engineer, there are certainly times, because my very first job, well, not my first paid job, but my first job working for a company as a programmer, I had a lot of problems with this guy His name was Ken, and he was way older than us. I was young, of course. And one thing we noticed was that he was set in his ways and he never wanted to advance. And we was trying to do new stuff with the code, but he had been there for a minute, so he pretty much had power over everybody. And he kept the whole team doing a bunch of old, outdated stuff. And it was like back then, my first week on the job, I decided that I would never be like him, that I would never just get out of date. So every once in a while in my coding career, I have to take a break from games, sports, everything, and I have to just invest myself in whatever the current technology is so that I don't get out of date. And when I do that, I certainly have to put games in that on the back seat, but I'm always still like thirsty for it and like, man, I'd be glad when I understand how to do this and do that so I can get back to gaming. So there are times when I went away from it, but it's not because I didn't like it. And then I would, of course, try to, play everything that I had missed. I'm still doing that now. My backlog is full of stuff that I missed while I was learning like all this cloud architecture stuff. So that happens periodically, but I've never lost the love for it ever.
Yeah, anytime, there's been times where I thought I was losing the love for gaming, but then I had realized that it's not the love for gaming, it's just the love for this bullshit that they putting out. You know what I mean? Because
Facts.
I can go back
Yeah.
and play one of my favorite games and love it all over again, but a lot of this trash that they be putting out, it'd be making you not even want to play certain games and shit like that. But that's really what it is. But as far as like the love for gaming, absolutely not. You know
Now,
what I
one
mean?
thing that will annoy me well, it don't really annoy me, just the difference between how I am now when I was younger. When I was younger and like my parents was buying my games for me, the longer a game was, the happier I was because I wasn't getting too many of them motherfuckers. Because it was like limited. You get one or two like every 3 years or something. And so for me, the longer the game was, the better.
The better.
But
Yeah.
now that I got my own money and I buy my own stuff, when I look and I see a game is like 70 or 80 hours, I'm like, oh God, because I don't really have that time to invest anymore. And now if I'm gonna put 80 hours in, I'd rather that be spread across 3 or 4 really great games than like one really great game.
Right. Yeah. Because real life always gets in the way, especially when when you grown, man. It ain't like when you was a kid. You know what I mean?
Man,
You could just play game. I mean, man, oh man. Like I said
bro,
on Twitter, man, one of the dumbest things I ever said in life was I can't wait till I grow up, man. That was some stupid
bro,
ass shit.
bro, they used to tell me you gonna wish you was a kid. I'm like, I can't wait to get out of here. I never wish I was a kid again.
There was plenty times I can't wait till I grow up. I can't wait. And
Man,
yeah, man, I was warned. I was warned. That you can't wait till you grow up. All right, wait till you grow up and you're gonna see. But yeah, that was one of the dumbest things I ever said in my life, man. That shit was
man,
stupid
in
as
our
hell.
house it was 18. Like soon as you get 18, that was the magic number and you was grown. And it wasn't just me, man. All the niggas was like, man, I can't wait till I'm 18. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
that
couldn't.
rapidly changed.
Yeah, now that I'm grown, man, I don't. Fuck, man. I wish I would have. I wish I'd have took my time. You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
yeah, I mean, when you were younger, you can play games all night. I mean, you had to worry about nothing. What you had to worry about? Going to school. That's it. Go to school.
that's
That's
it.
it. Keep your room clean.
Going to school, cutting the grass, washing dishes,
Yeah, do a
everything
couple
else.
chores. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
That's
it.
it. Play the game all night. Friday, especially the weekends, amazing. But
Man. The
hey,
only time
anybody
my dad,
listening? Hold on, real quick. Anybody listening? If
yeah,
you're still a kid, enjoy that.
facts.
Don't rush. You know what I'm
Even if
saying?
your parents only get you 1 or 2 games a year, enjoy it.
Facts. Facts. Shout out to Gaming Forte. He said, "What up, Hard 8 and Old Man Cole? Love the chemistry."
Wow.
Thank you, man.
This,
Appreciate that.
this. What up, 14? Hey man,
Appreciate
so
that.
my dad was like a survivalist. Like he made me learn how to hunt, how to shoot, fish, all of that stuff. And one of the things I used to hate was Saturday mornings, man. Like all the kids be home, like watching cartoons or getting ready to play games, and I'm out in the fucking riverbank with ducks and rabbits and all of this stuff, shooting rabbits, skinning rabbits, shooting ducks. Man, I hated that stuff.
So you
And it
couldn't
was
watch
just
Saturday morning cartoons. You was out shooting ducks and shit.
absolutely
You was
like
out duck hunting.
all the time, man, all the time. Yeah. That was the only part that would interfere, but it had to be like hunting season. It wasn't year round, but it was a particular time of the year when it was hunting season. And yeah, bro, that my Saturday mornings was spent, and I'll be like, let's hurry up and get home. It'd be all dark and shit when we get back to the crib. Man, I used to be so salty.
That shit sucks, yo. All right. So yeah, shout out to Kildrick for the question, man. We appreciate it. Keldrick, I meant, for the question.
Yeah, Miss Hard8 said, smash that like button, and she right.
Smash the like button. Fuck, she been watching. Smash the like button. She been over there in the suburbs from goddamn where. This the crumb side. Hit that motherfucking like button. This the crumb side, man. We don't say smash that like button over here. Hit that motherfucking like button. I don't know what she been doing. Where is she getting this language from? I ain't teaching that. I promise I ain't teaching no smash that like button. I did not teach her that shit. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, boy, you starting to be exposed. hey, man, so it was this one guy. All right, I don't know how to. So it was this one guy, we'll just call him Fred. And Fred, I was messing with this woman, let's say her name was Charlotte, and Charlotte had a daughter, Sue. So Charlotte's daughter, Sue, she was like 18 or 19. And my guy, Fred, was messing with the daughter, but he didn't want us to know. And so I got suspicious. I'm like, no, this ain't adding up. And so, but I left it alone because it wasn't none of my business. I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure. But like, she 18, she grown, she do what she want. So he was denying it. And so one day we was having a card party at the crib. And so she came over and she brought her little son. As soon as the son came in the door, he said, "Hey, Fred."
Oh,
and
shit.
Everybody was buzzing like, how you know who Fred is? Because it was obvious that he had been spending time over there, man. Everybody was cracking up because he was busted. And this is what Miss Hard8 is doing to you. You getting exposed, bro, because them receipts is talking. She said smash the like button.
I don't know nothing about that language, man. Hit that motherfucking like button. We appreciate that, though. Yo, shout out to, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but welcome, man. Welcome to the channel, man. I ain't even about to fuck it up, but you know who it is. Shout out to Nike. What is it?
I don't know. I can't say it.
Shout out to Nike. He said, still waiting for the PS5 UI, shaking my fucking head. Well, everybody just calm down, man, because you didn't see the PS4 UI until a day before the PS4 launched. So everybody just relax, man. Some people be forgetting that you ain't see none of that shit until the day before launch. So you're going to see the UI. That?
Yep. You notice how people making a big deal out of that now?
Yeah, just relax. It's coming. Shout out to King Green. He said Hard8 starting to fill himself with all these UK people calling in. Oh man, that been the wave, man. That been the wave.
This nigga think he international or something.
I've been international, man. I'm international. It is what it is. All right, let's talk about the Spider-Man face change or the Spider-Man remastered.
Really? Why, man?
We got update. Yeah, people upset about this, man. They threatening people and all that. They ready to kill directors and
come on.
All that. So if you didn't know, Spider-Man remastered, it's a full remaster. It's not, I guess you would say it's not a lazy remaster. A lot of
enhancements. Yeah.
A lot of enhancements, man. Ray tracing, 60 frames per
remaster.
second.
It is not a graphic enhancement. It's not like a 1X enhanced version. It is a remastered version. Completely different thing.
Yes, remastered, man. And along with that, they decided to change Peter Parker. To change the actor, the face. They still got the same mocap dude, right? They decided to change the face to match more with the mocap dude, or some dumb ass shit they came up with.
I don't know why they did it, yeah, but they definitely changed the actor. He definitely looks different. His visual appearance is different.
Totally different person.
Face, yeah.
They said it had something to do with like the facial, the facial animation matching up with the mocap or some shit like that. And I'm just, me personally, I'm just thinking like, nobody was complaining about that. You know what I mean? Like nobody made a complaint about, the Peter Parker that we already got. So I don't even know what made them go and do all these changes when ain't nobody even asked for none of that. It's fucking weird.
Right, I'm curious what led to that myself, but I'm sure it was I'm sure they had a reason for doing it, and maybe they can't share it with the public. But that's a big change. You don't make those type of big changes just on a whim.
Yeah, now people want Mary Jane to be changed too, since they changed them, motherfuckers.
I heard that one.
Yeah, they want her to be changed to what's the girl name that play her? I forget the girl name. Begin with a Z.
I don't know. Man, I have no idea.
To play, you ain't see the new Homecoming Spider-Man or none of that. Far From Home.
Yeah.
The MJ,
I don't
the
know
one
her
that plays
name.
MJ. I forget her name, but yeah.
Yeah.
People want her to play Mary Jane since they changed and shit. But no, some people are very upset, man. It was a lot of backlash. There were some threats out there. Insomniac getting threatened over them changing the face. He looks more like Tom Holland now. He's a lot more younger now, or whatever like that. And people is not happy about it. It's definitely going to change up the game, man. It's a whole different person.
But I ain't heard nobody saying nothing about no death threats. That's messed up.
Yeah, it was on Twitter. It was on Twitter. He posted up, it was one of the directors or something like that. He made a tweet about it. Yeah. Yeah, I know her name's Zendaya. I forget how to pronounce it. I know her name. It begins with a Z. I just forget how to pronounce that shit. But yeah.
So what you think about it? You ready to fight because they changed Peter Parker?
Pause. Nah, I don't really. I mean, I understand why people are. I guess I understand why people are upset, but I didn't really.
I don't.
It is what it is. You don't understand why people are upset?
No, not at all. Why?
Well, it's a whole new person. It's a whole different person. Like people that like the game.
Spider-Man, I could see why they would be upset, but it's just a face of a digital character in a video game.
All right. Well, the thing is, for the people that play games, right? See, they didn't got attached to the character. You know what I mean? This is who Peter Parker is for them. Now to just go and completely change Peter Parker, but it's the same game. It's going to be weird for some people. Now, and I wouldn't say you need to take it as far as where you want to send death threats or hate the game. But I guess, it's understandable why some people would feel some type of way about them having a totally different Peter Parker out of the clear blue that nobody complained about.
Man, I played Spider-Man in 2018, got the platform. I'm fired up again in 2020, and I wouldn't have even noticed it if this whole thing had no.
How you wouldn't have noticed it? Like how? It's a totally different person. What you mean? You would? Did you pay attention to the game?
Look, bro, I would pay attention.
Make this shit make sense.
It already makes sense.
How the hell you mean I wouldn't have noticed it? I know you might be senile. Okay, you might be senile. You see now?
Little whippersnapper. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to give me an honest answer.
Okay.
If they change 8 May, would you know and would you care?
It's not about what I care. I would notice. Yes.
So you would know if they updated the model from 8 May in the remaster versus what you played.
If they changed her complete face, yes.
How
you know
would
why?
So
you know why?
Yeah.
Tell
me why.
Because I paid attention while I was playing the game.
Nigga, so you saying that you have a pinpoint visual memory of every character of every game that you've ever played, and you can tell when they're different in the new game.
Yo, we talking about the main character of a game. How would you not notice this?
False. Spider-Man is the main character of the game.
No, Peter Parker is the main character.
No, Spider-Man is the main character.
No, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. They are one in the same.
Spider-Man is a mask that I would notice if it was messed up. Peter Parker.
Oh, man, the disconnect. The disconnect. No.
Boy, you don't stop this foolishness.
How are you going to sit here and tell me that if nobody said nothing, you would have played Spider-Man Remaster and not even notice it was a totally different Peter Parker?
Facts. 100%.
Wow. Wow. You see now, right? That's the only way this makes sense.
Man, stop this.
That's the only way this makes.
I
You're not paying
understand
attention.
I want to understand how you even know that. Like, how could you even tell if it hadn't been brought to your attention? So if they make a new Batman right now, you will be able to tell that this Batman is different from the Batman in the last game without going back to looking at it.
If he got a new face, yes.
How would you know it's a new face without comparing?
Because my eyes can recognize different bone structures. What the fuck? Right. The hell you mean? How would I know it's a new face?
So right now, you already have an exact image in your mind of what the previous Bruce Wayne looked like.
Yes.
And you would know if man, stop this.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, stop this.
Yo, this is crazy.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you at all.
Yo, that's like saying, come on. That's like saying if they got the next Iron Man movie, you wouldn't know that Robert Downey Jr. is gone if they got somebody else to play Iron Man.
No, that's a movie. That's different than a video game.
No, the fuck it ain't. You spend more time with the video game. A movie is what?
Or Robert Downey Jr.
No, a movie is what? 90 to 2 hours? You spend 15 hours with a game and you can't recognize a face change?
Facts, because I don't spend 13 to 15 hours with no Peter Parker idolizing his face. I'm gonna have to
idolizing his face.
Yeah, that's what you seem like you on. It's just Peter
How the hell am I idolizing his face if I'm paying attention to the game that I'm playing?
No, nigga, because there's 1,000 things in that game that you need to be paying attention to.
Wow,
man, stop this.
This is crazy. I don't understand. I know. You know what? I've been waiting too, right? I've been waiting since you have became the co-host. I've been waiting for you to say some crazy shit. I knew it was coming. And here we are.
I think what you saying is crazy. There is no way that right now that you recall what Bruce Wayne looks like from the last Batman.
I do know what Bruce Wayne looked like from the last Batman. You talking about the last Batman that I done beat 10 times across 3 different platforms? Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm saying you would not know if they changed his face.
Oh my, yes, I would.
Wow.
Yes, clearly. There's no way I would have got on Spider-Man Remastered and not noticed that wasn't Peter Parker that was in the original Spider-Man game. There's no way.
Okay, I'm going to come up with a challenge for you because I'm going to find a game where they use different models, and then I'm going to tell you, among these games, tell me which one of these models is different. And from memory, I want you to be able to say, oh, yeah, this character's face was different than this one.
Let me ask you this.
Just on the strength of my memory.
Let me ask you this. Did you notice that Lara Croft's face changed in every Tomb Raider game since the reboot?
Yes.
You noticed that?
Yes.
But you wouldn't notice.
Well, not every, like the last 2 or 3, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And
they all. She got a different face in every game, even the remastered.
No, even in these last, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, I would think they was all pretty much the same.
2 different faces. But anyway, you can recognize that, but you wouldn't recognize a whole different. Listen. Okay, I get with it. I get where you're going now. Listen, it is okay to recognize a different male's face. We know you're not gay. Okay. It's okay.
I'm just saying, if you idolizing Peter Parker,
no. It ain't got nothing to do with idolizing.
His bone structure.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with idolizing. Absolutely
like Peter
not.
Parker's bone structure. So you want the old Peter back, huh?
No, I didn't say I want nobody back. I just said I don't have a problem with it. Like it didn't ruin my day. I'm still getting the Ultimate Edition, and I'm still going to replay Spider-Man PS4. You know what I'm saying? But some people have that problem. Let me read some of these super chats while people gather themselves, man. Hey, don't leave, y'all. Don't leave. It's all good. Don't leave. Don't leave, people. It's all good, man. Don't leave. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said, some said the PS4 Spider-Man actor they got the face from may have asked for a percentage of money for his face being on the remastered, so they changed it. Okay, that could be a possibility. He probably wanted, you know what I mean? He's seen how well Spider-Man did, and his price went up. I could see that.
That could be.
Shout out to Theron Aries. He said maybe Optimus got glaucoma or something. That's a fact.
Look, man, I'm not saying that I can't look at them two pictures and tell that they different. I'm saying that had I just booted up the remaster, I would not have known from my memory that this is comparing what's on my screen to what's in my memory that they different.
Well, yeah, you ain't pay attention then. You ain't play the game. You didn't play. You played with your eyes closed. What they got? Braille? They got Braille in the accessibility options. You played with your eyes closed. This is ridiculous.
Well, look here. I got receipts for all my skills.
Shout out to Andrew Wilkins, man. He said, reason why code makes no sense at times is because he likes Xbox. All Xbox fans have backwards brains. Yo.
Don't be hating on the best box, man. Stop this.
Oh, man. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said, not going to lie, Spider-Man Remaster looks absolutely different on PS5. Looks so incredible. Yes, it definitely looks incredible. Yeah. Anybody want to come in here?
Hot fire. Yeah.
We got to get somebody in here because they need. I'm quite sure some people want to roast your motherfucking ass for this shit.
Ooh, man, you got to read this super chat because somebody told me you was twerking for Kratos' chest muscles.
Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming Code. You can't be serious.
I am.
LOL. LOL. Yeah, he's serious, man. This
again, let me clear. I mean, if I'm looking at the pictures side by side, I can tell the difference. What I'm saying is there is no way that I'm going to boot up the remaster after 2 years and say this is a different Peter Parker. Or a different A May, or a different Doc Ock, or a different building. Like, none of that. Stop this.
This is unbelievable, people. This is unbelievable. This is funny. Did they change up something here? Hold on. Because it is not letting me. Did they change up something with this shit? They always touching shit on this joint, man.
Don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Wow. Whatever, man. All right. Shout out to King Kovu. He said, why is Cole acting like he didn't take his mask off every other mission? Dude is either blind or his memory is going. Glad for my ass off.
Man, that memory might be going a little bit. I don't know. I don't believe none of you niggas just got no perfect representation of Peter Parker and could just know it was different. None of y'all.
You tripping. You tripping. You really tripping, man. You tripping. Shout out to Stella Rhyme 3. He said, Hard8, your co-host is on one. You have to be blind not to know Peter Parker face change.
Again, if I'm looking at it side by side, of course. But nobody
you don't need to look at it side by side.
Nobody can just be like, oh man, this is a different Peter Parker.
What? Yo, you all right? Was you drinking before this?
Look, that was in the DMs. Don't start that.
Yo. Did you have any type of listen? Did you have any alcoholic beverage before you joined this call? Because this is crazy. No.
Look here, so like if you ask me, would I tell the difference in the rainy suit? Of course, like that, because that's iconic. The little pale face of Peter Parker is not iconic. I bet he's been different in every game.
Nah, you played in Braille or something. There ain't no way in hell. Way in hell. There's no way you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference, man. First of all, one Peter Parker looks about 10 years younger than the other one. Like, it's no way. We're going to get somebody in here. They're going to give you the business.
Man, they're going to get this smoke and what's going to happen. Unless they got a UK accent and I can't understand them.
They're going to give you the BI business, man, because this is ridiculous, man. This is just ridiculous. All right, we're going to get my man Urban Combat in here, 1000 from Jersey, strong. Yo, what up, Urban? You're live. What's good, player? You there? All right.
Can you hear me?
We got Sleepy in here. What up, Sleepy?
What's good, Hardy? What's going on?
What up, Sleepy? What's up?
Now, I was gonna say, I was actually feeling what Optimus was saying. I mean, it ain't no way. I mean, I was on Twitter, right? You got people on Twitter. They were saying, "Oh, I like the graphics in the game. I like the gameplay. I like the trailer. I just don't like how they changed Peter Parker's face." The thing is, ain't no straight man worried about how another man look.
That's what I'm talking about. I done heard H say that 100 times.
Hold on. First of all, ain't nobody. Y'all act like
sexual if you worrying about how.
Nah. See, I knew this was y'all was good. Y'all acting like a motherfucker said. Y'all acting like a motherfucker was like, yeah, the old one was more cuter than the new one. Nah, ain't nobody talking like that.
Like his bone structure.
When I play the game, I ain't worrying about how a certain man look. I got no preference.
Then y'all not immersed. How are y'all? Y'all not playing it. Y'all not paying attention. How are you immersed into the gameplay? Y'all not paying attention.
His name is Sleepy, but he wide awoke.
No, that nigga sleep.
I'm worried about.
He needs some Folgers in his cup.
I'm worried about.
Hey yo,
Mary Jane. I ain't worried about no Peter Parker.
Hold up.
Come on,
Hold on, Urban. We gonna get you in here. Mute your mic real quick, Urban. Hold on. We gonna get you.
I'm gonna be the call.
Ain't no way if you a straight male gonna be. And I'm not saying there anything wrong with it. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a homosexual. But there ain't no way a straight motherfucker be worrying about bone, facial structure.
You heard it.
Nah. Ain't nobody worrying about that man's looks. All right.
Hey, chat, check this out. A said, I'm gonna get somebody in here. They gonna give you this business.
Well, no, I didn't know
him. Tearing him up. Give him all the smokes.
I've been a fan for years.
Y'all, both of y'all niggas was sleep playing the game, so it's all good.
Ain't about being asleep.
You're tired. You're tired, nigga.
I'm not concerned with how a virtual man looks.
Yo, listen, it's all about this, right? Okay, let me say this.
What's worried about you, did?
All right, hold on, Sleepy Porter Rock. Hold up. Let me say this. If you are playing a game and you are immersed into the game, you are invested into the game, you get invested into the characters. If they come and give you a whole different character, that could be a problem. Now, if you ain't pay attention to the game like you two niggas, then you might not have an issue.
No, so what if they change the model?
It ain't got nothing to do about his facial structures.
I mean, if they change the suit, maybe if they change the motherfucking mask, but if they change the motherfucking cheekbone,
facts. Tell him, Sleepy.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
Sleepy, you got him on the rope, Sleepy.
Yo, knock it off.
That's not something a normal straight man is concerned about. When he play the game,
y'all niggas is on something totally different. Y'all done went left. Y'all done went way left. Ain't nobody talking about the attractiveness of these two men. Alright?
That motherfuckers on Twitter saying, I like the game, I like the storyline, I like how the trailer was looking. I just don't like the way this man looked.
Oh my god!
Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, man. I'm talking about these games. I'm worried about the storyline, the characters. Facts. I ain't worried about
and these powers and abilities.
No. See, now you're contradicting yourself. Now you're contradicting yourself. How you worried about the time out. You're contradicting yourself. Time out. How you worrying about the characters, but then when they make a drastic change to a character, you are okay. So obviously you are not paying attention to the characters.
No, he ain't paying attention to the alter ego. Spider-Man is the icon, not Peter Parker.
Exactly,
no, they are one and the same. You can't have one without the other. You cannot have one without the other. Knock it off.
It's a masked character. I understand if you're talking about Superman.
No. That's not part of the game. That's not how the game goes. It's Peter Parker, and he is Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is Peter Parker. There's not one or the other, people. Y'all are tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
All right, Sleepy. Good work, Sleepy.
Hey, Sleepy, go ahead and lay down, man. We're going to holler at you.
What's up?
What's up? Thank you for calling in, though. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
I'll be back.
All right, no doubt. All right.
Yeah, that did go left quick, boy.
Nah, that went left for y'all because y'all retarded, man. But it's all good. Hey, Urban Combat, if you're still out there, you can go ahead and rejoin the call, man. Let me get to this super chat. What we got here? Shout out to Andrew Wilkins, man. He said, even if they brought back Rico from the dead for another Killzone and his face changed, most gamers would notice. Xbox like Code are used to garbage games, so they don't pay attention.
It's all blurry over here in Xbox land, player.
All right, hold on. I missed a couple other people. Hold on. All Right,
ain't no way I'm gonna remember no joint from no 3, 4, 5 years back.
Okay. We got King Green. He said, "Hey yo, Cole, don't forget 8 was retweeting Kratos' chest muscles. Yo, knock it off. Knock it off. That was about attention to detail. Stop it.
Oh my goodness.
We got playably. Playably. I think that's how you say that. He don't recognize changes in characters because he only plays first-person shooters on the sex box." Shout out to y'all for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. We got Urban Combat in here. Go ahead, Urban. What you got?
What up, UC?
Yo, this motherfucker, man. Yo, Optimus Cole, you still got braids in your head still, right?
Oh, it is happen to be braided up today. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah. I think your wife braided them shits too tight or something, bro. You guys.
So you saying that you recognize without any side-by-side comparisons, you would just know they different just off the strength of your memory?
Of course.
Stop this.
Of course.
Who else you would know is different then?
How would you not know, though?
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's all from memory. Like, what you saying?
Yeah, if you playing the game for like what 18 hours, you don't know the difference when a new character comes for the next gen. You don't know the difference. That's
Man,
crazy.
2 years later, and I ain't touched that game in 2 years. I done played multiple games.
You gotta start drinking that Southern brew.
Listen, listen. Let me say this. You keep talking about the time and all that. Listen. Yeah. No, he got a point though. Them braids, they tight. Listen though. I ain't played Super Mario Brothers since 1985. God damn it! But if they change Mario, I would know. You see what I'm saying?
Again, Mario is the icon. You keep doing that. Let's just put it like this.
Shit, Peter Parker is iconic now. The PS4 Peter Parker is now iconic.
Not for me, clearly. Spider-Man is the icon. You guys like Miles Morales and Spider-Man. Ain't nobody gonna remember Peter Parker's face.
I'm gonna get you some new prescription from Lens Crafters or something, brother.
I appreciate
it. I got him for Christmas. I'm gonna get him 2 magnifying glasses, man, on Christmas, man.
Make sure you stand in line on Black Friday at the.
So you see, let me ask you though. So you saying that you can tell the difference? Were you frustrated? You ready to kill somebody behind it?
Nah, I'm not frustrated about it. I'm like, damn, the old one, he was, he grew on me. He grew on me a little bit than the new one. So I fuck with the old one than the new one.
Well, when you see this new one with ray trace reflections, you're gonna be all right, player.
Yeah. I ain't really too worried, but yeah, I understand where people coming from. That's what, like, any genre, like characters or whatever, like that, superhero. Anything.
I mean, I agree if it is the main character. So I guess that's
like Mortal Kombat where they change Liu Kang or some shit like that. The motherfucker's gonna be pissed. Like,
yeah, you definitely gonna know. Hey, whoa, hey, Urban, where you at? You don't you spin one of them signs that let people know that it's a free car wash? Don't you spin a sign or something?
Bro, I just got my new life jacket and shit, man. I got my crossing guard shit on, bro.
All right, that's what's up. Always want to see a brother come up, man. Always want to see a brother come up.
All right,
peace. Holla at you. Thanks for calling.
Later,
PC. All right. We got somebody else want to get in here, man, and address this craziness with you, man. Let me see. Oh shit! Damn it! Oh shit! Hold up.
What you do? Spill some coffee on that 3090?
I just spilled water on my fucking keyboard.
Ooh wee.
Oh shit! Hold on, this bitch ain't working no more. Hold on, no, it might be. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, they should be waterproof. You got a razor?
Oh shit! This motherfucker ain't working. Damn it, man! Hey, I spilled fucking water on my keyboard. Son of a bitch. Hold on, my keyboard is not working. This is the only keyboard I got, too.
Stop playing.
Yeah. Oh, no, I got...
Bro, I got like 10 because you got to have the one that came... Oh, you built it.
Yeah, I didn't... Nigga, I done went through so many... Damn it, man. Hold on. I spilled the fucking water on my keyboard. Yo, this ain't no cheap keyboard either, dog. Oh my God. See what you made me do, Optimus, with this bullshit?
Look here, boy. You think about that bone structure just done got you shook.
God damn it. You done fucked my shit up.
Blame the old man, of course. That's how it is. Just blame
Definitely
the
gotta
old
blame
man.
you. Hold on, man. I ain't got no goddamn keyboard, dog. My keyboard is out of commission. I was just trying to add somebody. I don't even. You can't add them because they not on your.
No, I can't.
All right, hold on. Some of the buttons work. Well, nope. Backspace ain't working. F works. D works, but not S works. All right, hold up. Shit. God damn
So
it,
you
yo.
really only have that one keyboard? You
Nah,
ain't
I got another one. Hey, you gotta hold this down. I gotta clean this shit
right.
up. Yeah, hold it down, man. Damn it.
Read this super chat right here before it go away.
Hey, hang on, fellas. I spilled water on my damn keyboard. I'm blaming Miss Hard8. She brought me water because she thought I was parched, and I wasn't. But I took it anyway because that was nice of her. And the water wouldn't have been here if she ain't bring it to me. I gotta blame somebody. I can't take the blame for this.
Take that L like a man. Hey, we
All
got
right, you gotta hold it down. I gotta clean this up real quick. I'll be right back, people.
$5 super chat from Biz the Kid Gaming. He says it always come back to some gay-ish. LOL. If a coworker started my job today and a month later, dude come back with a new face, how you not notice that? Facts. That's a good point, but that's not what we talking about, man. We talking about somebody. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna keep explaining this over and over, man. So the real question is them changing Peter Parker gonna stop people from wanting to invest in the remaster and play it all the way through? Is this a deal breaker for y'all? Any of y'all? Because for me, I don't know. Like, I expect them to make changes as they go, and I really don't see the big uproar. Like H said, you know, some people probably got invested in the character over time, and I could get with that if it was like a Mario, if it was like a Sam Fisher or something where that person is the icon, then yeah, sure. But this is just a different actor in the game. I don't think that's going to impact the gameplay at all. I think all the improved visuals, all the upgraded graphic fidelity, higher frame rates, all that good stuff that everybody excited for next gen, I think this is going to quickly just be swept under the rug real quick. And they got that, no, I think that's Miles Morales, but I heard that they had a 60 frame per second mode. So that's what it is. Now, there's another super chat. Andrew Wilkins, $5 super chat. Andrew Wilkins said this caller is goofy. So straight man didn't notice Mortal Kombat movies had two different Jaxes. Get out of here. Oh, y'all be getting aggressive with these super chats, man. What's going on? Don't y'all want everybody to freely express their opinions? Ain't this a safe space to share ideas and opinions? What's really going on? So, in the chat, anybody in the chat got anything they want to say about this Spider-Man stuff before we move on? I see little stuff here and there. Matter of fact, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to Mr. Mac. He said this is funny. Repo Man. I guess y'all against me though. V Keeps. Zay Vicious. XAY Vicious. Same performance. What's going on? So 8 done broke his keyboard, so I'm just trying to hold it down until he get back. I guess he spilled water on his keyboard. I don't understand why the man got water in front of his keyboard to knock it over like that in the first place. But, you know, he a young kid, and as you get older, you learn certain things just is not good. In the meantime, I'm going to go over some of these questions. So we had got a question from somebody on Twitter, and the question was, as far as Microsoft, they got all of these new studios.
All right, I'm back.
Here he is. All right, so I was gonna go over one of the questions, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and hold it down with the Peter Parker. Somebody want to call in?
All right, All right, hold on. Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Rick LaFleur for the big super chat. We got some red up in here today. I appreciate that. He said virtual keyboard. Thank you for the super chat. That will go towards the keyboard, man, because this is crazy. But no, that joint had a lot of water in it. Miss Hard8 brought me some water, and I didn't ask for it, but she brought it. That's just what a good woman do. She thought I was parched. And I had it right here, and I hit it. I spilled it. God damn it. Now I got this cheap ass dollar store keyboard, but it'll get the job done. Shout out to Emmanuel A1. He said, "Can Ops speak on game design's relation to mechanics?" All right.
Of course, we can go over all of that.
All right. Then we got Matt McGrath. He said, "Not gonna lie, I was a little pissed off when they did this shit with Splinter Cell when they changed the voice actor for Splinter Cell Blacklist. Michael Ironside is the true Sam Fisher." And y'all already know how I felt when it came to motherfucking Kratos. They changed the whole person, and it's not him. Shout out to Stellar Rom 3. He said, "New keyboard. There goes Hard8 bread money." Good looking, man. Appreciate it. Did you get all these other dudes? I'll get them again. Fuck it.
Nah, because I couldn't. Some of them fell off. I couldn't get them on.
Okay. Shout out to Dark Kent. He said Sleepy was the one that braided Cole's hair. Oh man.
Man, stop this. What? Where'd that come from?
We got Matt Laser. He said, "Facts, Hard8. Peter Parker and Spider-Man are both one and the same. Mask on or off, like Batman and Master Wayne." And then we got Stella Ron 3. "The co-host and the caller aren't too bright. There are numerous masks you can change into in the Spider-Man game, so mask change don't matter."
I have no idea what that meant.
Well, because there's so many different masks that it doesn't... The mask is not like the central plot, right? Because there's so many different ones. But there's only one Peter Parker. There's tons of different Spider-Man suits. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said, "The caller's goofy. This caller goofy. So straight men didn't notice Mortal Kombat movies had two different Jacks. Get out of here." That's a fact.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
Okay. And then we got Biz the Kid Gaming. It's always a comeback to some gay-ish. Okay, you got that one too?
Yeah. Them the only two I got, though.
Okay. I think I got them all. If I missed anybody, just let me know. I think I got them all, man. All right, we're not going to spend too much time on this, but I think some people definitely want to come in here and give you a piece of their goddamn mind. Hold on. Who we got here? We got... all right.
Leah, read that super chat from Key.
Okay, let me see what we got from Key. Shout out to Key. He said, "AGS Live 101.5. This is DJ Optimus Cole with the Midnight Snooze Hour Master Mix. Get Cole Born voice out of here." Oh, man. Some of y'all are never happy with my decisions around here, man. I can't win
man,
from losing.
The man got a right to express his opinion, man. I might feel the same way if I was listening to myself.
All right, cool. All right, man, we're going to try to get PJ Too Hot in here, man. He definitely want to speak on this Spider-Man shit. Man, shout out to Key for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right, PJ Too Hot, you live, player.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good?
Not much. Optimus, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this Spider-Man shit, man.
Why is that?
Cause it's like, how could you not notice it? Like, to me, it's literally impossible not to notice the difference between the old Spider-Man and the new one.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, cause I saw the picture and the first time I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
So
like,
you thought before they did a side by side, they just showed you the new Peter Parker and you instantly knew it was different from memory.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like,
stop this. Stop.
Like, you know, it's obvious. He looks like, and then like another thing is like he looks younger. Like he's supposed to be 23. He look like he about like 17 or like 16. It's like, for example, like right now, like Miles looks older than Peter.
Yeah,
like
true that.
And Miles supposed to be 15, so a 15-year-old look older than a 23-year-old. To me, it's just, I played that game 3 times. I played through it 3 times and I loved it all the way. It's like one of my favorite games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But it's like, I grew to look at the old Peter as Peter Parker. Like, okay, because I was playing, I'm like, okay, so this is Peter Parker in this world. And now that you change it, it kind of like takes me out of it a little bit because I'm not used to this new guy. I'm used to what I was playing with the 3 times I played through the game.
So does it make you salty that they made the change?
I mean, it's not going to ruin the whole game for me. Like I'm pretty sure. Look, like I'm getting it day one, the like Ultimate Edition. It's going to be fun. I'm gonna play it all the way through again. It's going to be a great game. It's not going to change the way the game plays, but it definitely is going to make the story feel a little bit different due to the fact that the period that we got here is not the one that we played with the first time.
Right.
So you wish they hadn't have changed it?
Yeah, I would have preferred they just left it alone because it was really no point in the change. Like,
exactly.
Nobody asked for it. Like nobody.
I would have preferred that they left it alone too.
Yeah,
it don't make me
definitely.
no difference.
I mean, I'm gonna still play through it. It's just gonna be an adjustment. I'm just gonna have to get used to this new guy. But I would have preferred that they left it alone because it didn't need to be changed. I didn't hear nobody complaining about the person that they went with. You know? So,
yeah.
I mean, I hear you.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah, man, that's just all I wanted to say.
All right. Thanks for calling, PJ. Appreciate it. All right, man. Player.
No problem.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Shout out to Urban Combat 1000. He said, Hard 8, these niggas tripping. I'll roast the hell out of these niggas. Oh, man. They is tripping, dog. They is tripping, man. I'm going to get one more person in on this, and then we're going to move along, man. This Optimus is C now, and he got 3 braids left. He got 3 braids. He got 3 cornrows. He got 3 fucking cornrows, man. We're going to let him slide, man. He got 3 cornrows.
This nigga said I knew all I had to do was wait.
Hello.
Hey, what up, Brad? What's good?
What up, Yoda?
What's happening?
What's good?
Up?
Hey, if you hear a little echo, it's because I'm in the bathroom.
The fuck you in the bathroom for?
I'm taking a shit.
Come on, man. Like,
all right.
TMI. Too much information.
I just wanted to explain myself if you thought I was out in the cave or something. But listen, Hard 8, have no fear because I am here to defend you. This guy, Code Optimus, or
what up?
I got a new name for you, man, and it's called Blind Lemon Jefferson. Let me tell you something, Buster. I spent tens of hours playing Spider-Man. I feel like I knew who Peter Parker was as a person. I mean, I was Peter Parker. I took on his role during the game. And this new man, I don't know who he is, and I'm not sure I like this motherfucker. Listen, it's just like if I went into the sandwich shop and the man behind the counter is totally new, I'd say, who the fuck is this? I don't want you making my sandwich, man.
All right, player.
Listen here, Buster.
What was wrong with the old face? I never heard a single person complain. I never read a single comment talking about his face wasn't good. I thought the old face had distinct features and was unique. The new one has no personality, and it's just generic. That's my opinion. The old Peter moved me to tears. You know what I'm talking about if you played the game. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but at the end of the game, I empathized with his performance. If any character needed a facelift, it was Mary Jane. I mean, let's be real. She looked kind of weird in the last game. I couldn't get off to her. And believe me, I tried.
Man, stop this.
The old face of Peter was iconic to everyone. And to change it completely after 2 years, it's just a little strange. Just a little bit. I mean, remember when they replaced David Hayter as Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5? They brought in this Hollywood actor, Kiefer Sutherland, and had him. They had him speak 75% less than the previous one. It was bullshit. Is this a deal breaker to me? No, because at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, and the new one may be good. You know, it remains to be seen. We'll see what happens when the game comes out. But what do you guys think of this? To me, when I was watching that cutscene they released, it seemed like the new face didn't match up with the voice as much as the previous one.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take some getting used to, definitely.
Yeah, but it's odd, and we'll see what happens. You know, I'm not losing my lunch over this, but listen, this is directed towards Blind Lemon Jefferson. If noticing a man's face is totally new, I mean, if noticing a man's face makes you gay, then you can call me Freddie Mercury, all right, man. Let me ask you something. If you went to visit your dad and it was a whole new man, would it be gay to say that you didn't know who he was?
Look here, bro. It's perfectly okay. You always have your first version of Spider-Man where you can admire his bone structure, you and Hard 8, and then you can look at the new remastered Spider-Man when you're ready to have some next-gen graphics.
Oh, man. right.
All right. Well, I appreciate you letting me speak.
All right. Thanks for calling in,
All right,
Brad.
Yoda.
Legendary
Yeah.
Brad,
Yes,
man.
of course.
Brad the Wizard. All right, people. We about to get up off of this, man, because, I don't want to keep talking about, Optimus being senile and whatnot, man. So we definitely.
Hey, I'm going to break
move
out my
on.
surprise topic before you jump to the next one.
Okay, let me get these super chats out the way. Shout out to Master. He said the actor change is used to justify charging for the upgrade. That's what I'm thinking. I prefer the old Peter. This new one looks like a F-boy, a fuck boy. And then we got King Green. He said, why this man speaking like he's Shakespeare?
He talk like that every time. That's just.
Yeah, he definitely do. All right, go ahead, Optimus. What you got, player?
All right, this is for you, A. This is for the chat also, but it's for you. And again, I didn't tell you this ahead of time because I wanted to catch you off guard with it to just hear your thoughts on it without you premeditating thinking about it. So the question is, what exactly is a real nigga? Because I know what I think that means, and I see a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube who profess to be real niggas, but none of their behavior matches what I would identify with as a real nigga. So I'm just curious, what do people think that actually means?
Shit, you don't want to some ghetto shit, man. We're trying to keep it clean over here. But anyway,
man, I need to know what it is because I keep seeing this behavior. Like, no, this is not no real nigga stuff right here.
Oh, there's something going down in the senior citizen home. Listen, a real nigga is me. I'm a real nigga. Now listen, a real nigga is it pretty much has everything to do with a real nigga has integrity. A real nigga is loyal. A real nigga is
Facts.
Stand by what he believes, man. You know what I mean? And stick with it. That's a real nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and right, because I agree, because that's in line with my definition. A real nigga, what that basically means is somebody who has a certain view of the world, shaped from experience, and he always keeps a sober view of the world, and he's never off in like la la land. He's gonna keep it real with you all the time because he knows no other way. He's not gonna be phony. He's not gonna be on a little fraud stuff. He's gonna be loyal to his clique.
Right.
He's gonna be just 100 because he don't know no other type of way.
Right.
He not gonna do stuff for clicks. He may sell out, but the sellout price gonna be real high. And so it just like I've never seen so many people think that they real when they not. I see a lot of frauds, a lot of phonies, and people that I thought was cool just from internet presence. The more I watch them, the more I see them. Is like, man, no, I had them pegged all wrong.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this though. Fighting over applesauce at that home is not a real nigga thing, man. Just let them have that applesauce. Don't be fighting over no applesauce.
My applesauce and they tried to take it, this going down.
Listen, don't fight over no extra applesauce and close your robe. Close your fucking robe, man. That's all I got for you. Shout out to Key. He said Optimus is vocal. What?
Melatonin.
Okay. I can't read today. I can't ever read when I'm live. I'm sorry. But I F with him. He's cool and he ain't soft like the past AGS losers. Oh shit. Oh.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Whoa, that's harsh.
Ouch. Shout out to Lil F Boy. He said code capping. New Spider-Man is a cutie pie. Oh man. Shout out to Lil F Boy, man.
You know you gotta censor this dude, man.
Yeah, I forgot. He caught me off guard, man. All right, we're gonna move on, man. Let's talk about. Okay, let's take a break from the game and let's go to some real life shit. NFL, man. There seems to be a goddamn outbreak in the NFL. COVID-19. Damn near the whole Tennessee Titans. You know what I mean? Cam Newton. What's up? Listen, I don't know, like some people think like COVID-19 just went away or it's on vacation or some shit like that, or it got tired of playing, so it just left, like because of time. Like people think like time heals all wounds, but some shit time does not change. You know what I mean? And COVID is one of them. The coronavirus is one of them. It don't matter how much time has passed, that bitch is still around until there is a vaccine, a cure, or whatever you want to say. But until then, it's here, people. damn near the whole Tennessee Titans. I think like 19 of them.
It was a lot. I don't know the number, but it was a lot of them.
They tested positive. Cam Newton has tested positive. They're not taking. The NFL is not treating it as serious as the NBA did with the whole bubble and all that. They letting dudes come and go as they please and run all around. They got some little shit they spray on you, but that's about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think they might end up, shutting down the NFL until this is under control, man, because this is pretty bad.
Yeah, so 100% agree with you. I have talked to people very recently, and I mean like people in the professional space, not on Twitter nowhere, but like actual colleagues of mine. And there is a group of really smart people that I respect that just do not believe that this thing is real. Or even if it is real, it's not as serious as it's being made out to be. And they really legitimately think that their freedom and their way of life is being threatened unnecessarily. And that if this was a real thing with actual symptoms that people could put their finger on and they knew what to look out for, they would 100% be on board with doing everything they could to help fight this thing. But they don't like the idea that they can just say, you can't tell you got it. It's just this wonderfully horrible disease that can cause these problems, maybe, or different symptoms for different people. And they think people just switch it around to fit whatever they want and can never really like put their finger on what it is. So they really feel like, why should I risk all that I have worked and built up for this fake virus? And so I don't believe that myself, but I listen to people say this, and even the ones that don't go that extreme, they just feel that like is being overblown. I don't agree with them, but I understand what they're saying. And so their position is we're going to live life and we'll get tested. And if we end up getting it, then we'll deal with it at that time. Mm-hmm. But until then, life is too short. And I think that's the path the NFL is on, because they got a lot to lose by canceling the season and not being able to fulfill them TV contracts.
Yeah, well, now, they might not have a choice. And at the end of the day, a lot of people have died from this virus already. Over 150,000 people have died of this virus already. And
they're not going to believe them numbers, Abe. A lot of people think those numbers are staged.
People ain't going to believe it until they actually get it themselves.
Till they facts.
It's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, I didn't see anybody have it. I don't know nobody have it. It must not exist until they get it. I mean, Donald Trump was the same way, and look at him. Which I don't even... that could be a segue right into that. But the NFL could possibly get shut down. I think the Tennessee Titans got to postpone their next game.
Yeah, they were supposed to play the Steelers today, which is my squad. They were supposed to play them today.
Right. So, I mean,
that's already been postponed.
We'll see what happens going forward. But it's be safe, wear a mask. It's getting crazy. Shout out to Matt McGrath.
What you think going to happen?
Hold on 1 second. Oh, with the NFL?
Yep.
I mean, if they get any more outbreaks, I think they're going to shut it down. They're going to have to shut it down. Or they're going to
let them play sick. They ain't going to care.
They can't do that. People got families, shit like that. They could be putting at risk. You know what I'm saying? So if they either get it together, create like a bubble type environment, or shut it down.
Right. Yeah, they need to just, I agree with that. Create a bubble and just let it go from there.
Yep. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said, no one can say you do any frauding. Facts. That's definitely a fact. Love me or hate me. That's one thing you can't say. And love me or hate me, that's one thing that I'm going to stay true to. So, yeah, doesn't matter. Viewmaster617, he said, if a fake admit he's fake, that's as real as it gets. All right.
True.
That's true.
Facts. Yeah.
That don't happen often, but yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Matt McGrath. Even if I can't stand wearing masks, I'll still wear one until we get the vaccine soon. Won't be quick to take it, but it will make things calm down. All right. Yeah, I ain't taking no vaccine.
I was going to say, would you be in the first round of people to take that vaccine?
Nah, I'm good. I'm definitely good on that one. But yeah, we're talking about COVID, NFL. Anybody want to join, definitely hit me up. We're going to segue right into Donald Trump also, who has announced that him and his wife, the First Lady, has COVID-19. And, Donald Trump was one of the people saying that, it's not real, it's not, all that fly shit. Now he has
hoax,
it.
yeah.
I don't really think he has it, man. I believe this is for some type of sympathy, or this is an excuse to be able to miss the next debate or the next few debates, or it could be an excuse to make him seem like he got it. He fights through it and then he comes out victorious and shit like that. I don't really believe 100% that he has it. He's already been exposed that they put out like a picture of him working. Like, look, Donald Trump is still working even while he's fighting this virus. And then when they zoomed in, it looked like all he was doing was signing his name on a blank sheet of paper. So
they had another one where he had on a change of clothes, and then each photo you have metadata in it. And so what they did, they sent these pictures to the Associated Press, and one where he was supposed to be like on Air Force One doing something, then another one he was in a hospital doing something, and they had different clothes on. But when the people at the Associated Press checked the metadata in the photos that they sent them, each one of those pictures had been taken 10 minutes apart. And so they was like staging those photos.
Wow.
And that's going around on Twitter too. Yeah, people pretty I'll just say frustrated with that. And you got people like me, I don't know what to believe. Like, I honestly think it could be a publicity stunt. I wouldn't put it past them, or it could be real. Either way, I think our country needs to take this coronavirus thing way more seriously than we are.
I think it's a publicity stunt. I don't really think he has it. Yeah, it's just part of. I mean, maybe he.
But what would be the goal?
Well, he did terrible on that last debate, so he can use this excuse to miss the next 2 or 3 they got left, or whatever like that. Also, it creates sympathy.
That's a good point.
You can get people on your side. You can get people to feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? You can look like this strong fighter. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that would work in his favor.
That's taking a big gamble, though, because you could also piss people off for playing with their emotions.
That too. I mean, shit, he can't get no worse. So it's like, shit, we might as well take some shots in the dark. You know what I mean? See what we get. Yeah,
so do you believe it? Because I don't know what to believe. Like, I'm really at a loss.
Yeah, I don't really think he has it. I don't think so.
And why did they say him and his wife had it?
Well, I mean, shit, they always together, so you can't say that one got it and not the other. Then that really look fishy.
Oh, right? So just to give the story more validity,
right?
They just said, like, the whole group,
right? But I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. He done made a lot of comments about COVID and how it's all fake news, basically. I don't really know.
Somebody in the chat saying he is gonna win again. What you think?
That'd be crazy. Hopefully not. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Hey, shout out to Kenj, the neutral. He said, Hard 8, you play Among Us. Yeah, I played Among Us. I played one game. I realized that it didn't have controller support, so I turned it off. Yeah. Not doing no mouse and keyboard. Trash. Or you can do the mouse. I couldn't get comfortable with that. But yeah, I played one game. I don't really see the hype for that game. I don't know why that game is so hot right now. But yeah,
don't they have mobile? Like, you can play it on your trash Android.
Yeah, you can play it. You can play it on your phone. I don't really know why that game is hot right now. I mean, I guess the only thing. I guess if you can find a room where like everybody has a mic and a bunch of people are arguing, I guess that can be entertaining and shit, especially if it get heated. But as far as the game itself, I don't know. Shit be weird. Shit that blow up on the internet be weird sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna last long though, especially once these new consoles come out. I think people are gonna be moving on from that, but we'll see. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said him and Biden both did terrible. Crazy old fools. Yeah,
hey, whoa! Let's not slander the old people.
Right, let's not slander the old people, man. with
But
5
they did
braids.
both be terrible.
With 5 braids and 15-inch rims, man, on
Said it
a
was
Cadillac.
3 of them.
15-inch rims on a Cadillac, man. Let's not.
Well, I've never had rims less than 20 inches. My adult life. Stop this.
Shout out to
Never.
Urban Combat 1000. He said, Matt, you're not taking it, fam. I heard they have discounts for the vaccine at 69th Street Terminal. Facts. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then we got one from Chris Jones. Shout out to you. He said, who remembers that talking orange that made funny YouTube videos? Do y'all see similarities between that and President 45, or are the similarities fake news too? Fuck out of here. Oh, the talking orange. I remember that, but I didn't really watch too much of it. I know what you're talking about, though. Hey, hit that like button, people, if you don't mind. If you don't mind lifting up your finger and hitting that like button, that'd be much appreciated. Appreciate you. I don't know. We're going to see how this unfolds, though. We're going to see how this unfolds. We're going to see how this go. I really don't believe he has it. You know, this is all, they got some shit up their sleeve, man. You know, but we'll see. Shout out to V Keeps It Low Key. Y'all voting in this lose-lose of a situation?
100%.
I'm not voting.
I'm absolutely voting.
Yeah, I don't vote, but yeah.
Ever? Just on principle?
I mean,
or this time in general?
I just don't. No, I just don't vote. I don't see no change coming. You know what I mean? But I know you fought in Civil Rights War, so I mean that's what's up. I know you're gonna vote. You was out there getting water holes down and all that shit, dog sick on you.
I mean, that's true. Like, I wasn't myself because I was like 4 years old, but yeah, my relatives and people definitely participated in a lot of that stuff. Facts. I grew up around all of that, and it was mandatory that we was participating in that stuff.
Shit, I might vote just to make sure Trump don't win again, right? Shout out to Dutch Has a Plan. He said, Hard8, can you please show Red Dead Redemption 2 on your 3090?
I don't think all you can get is higher frames, right? You already had it with max settings.
Yeah, I ain't had 60 frames with max settings. Not at 4K.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. The most you can get is just higher.
Yeah, with more frames.
The YouTube viewer won't really.
Well, I guess you just want to see how it performs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Forget It Brian. I've already recorded a Red Dead video. I just ain't uploaded. Shout out to Forget It Brian. He said next phase Trump will complain about rigged votes. You think he's going to complain about rigged votes?
Yeah, he already trying to rig the votes. I mean, that was his whole thing with the post office and appointing that postmaster general and then trying to have all those machines messed with to get them out so that you wouldn't be able to process the mail-in votes.
Yeah,
he's definitely was trying to stack the deck in his favor.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy.
I mean, it's underhanded, but like if you look at if you were thinking like a cutthroat business person, it was actually pretty smart. He got busted, but it was a smart move. I wish Microsoft was as aggressive as Trump is, because he's doing everything he can to win.
Right. Everything.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that's about all I got for the Trump shit. We'll see how it unfolds over the next couple of weeks. How this goes. Shout out to who we got here. Shout out to Chris Jones. What's up, player? I know you just laughed about it, and rightfully so. But you just said to yourself to vote so he doesn't win again. This is serious, not funny. LOL. Yes, vote. Yeah, people, vote. If you believe, go ahead out there and vote. I really don't believe. I mean, I feel like Trump in office or not much is going to change, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe. Because that shit didn't change when Barack was in that motherfucker for my people. So it is what it is, I guess. Like somebody said, you know, the votes don't even matter. They're going to put who they want in that motherfucker anyway. The president ain't nothing but a puppet. So it is what it is. Shout out to Brad Bowyer. He said, hey, you vote for Obama? Even my black Repub fam did. No, I didn't vote for Obama. When Obama was coming into office, I wasn't even paying attention to that shit. I was selling crack and all that, so I wasn't definitely going to no polls. You dig? Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, vote, people, if you believe. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Vote. So there's a new rumor, and I don't even know why we even talking about this. To be real, it's from Michael Pachter. If you know Michael Pachter,
who's that?
He's like an analyst that never gets anything right. He predicts shit that never comes true.
All right.
He said Sony is very close to buying WB. You know, there's a really good chance that Sony is going to buy WB. What the fuck do WB even have? Like, I know they won't get Batman exclusively because that's something totally different.
No, they do own Batman, and I think they own Rocksteady.
They don't own it. They got the license. No, nobody. Yeah, they got the license. Well, Warner Brothers. That's DC owns Batman.
Yeah, I think Warner Brothers has the rights for video games, for digital. Yeah, the way EA has for Madden.
Right. But I think if Sony was to buy WB, I don't think they would also get exclusive rights to Batman.
Well, they could decide what they wanted if it's their license.
Well, Batman. Pachter said that Sony is in a good position to buy Warner Brothers.
What does that even mean?
I don't.
Like they got the bread, the relationship is solid. Like what? And they don't really need Rocksteady or nobody because they already have a top-notch staple of developers. So what is it? How would this benefit them other than? I mean, the talent is always a win, but like, what are they really after? The Batman license? Is that why they would do this?
They also got Mortal Kombat. You know, they got Mortal Kombat. But I mean, okay, let's say this deal goes through with Sony. If this deal goes through with Sony and they are able to get Batman exclusive and Mortal Kombat, that would be a huge deal. But I doubt it. You know what I mean? I doubt it. And the reason why I say this is like a big deal is because they have been releasing bangers. You know what I'm saying? Their last few games have been really good. The last Mortal Kombat has done very well, and so did the last Batman. I know people complain about the Batmobile, but that's also the shit that people fucking complained about not being in the game, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know. The internet is crazy. Remember I told you, don't believe the hype, man. The internet is a funny place, man. Because all through, like, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, people were like, oh, we need the Batmobile. Then Arkham Knight, they give you the Batmobile. Well, that's too much Batmobile. They done gave us too goddamn much. We ain't want that much Batmobile. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because if they gave you one mission with the Batmobile or some shit like that, people would have complained about that. Like, it's just... I don't have no problem with the Batmobile use in the game. I don't really see why people complain. I think it's kind of, to me, I feel like it's a, fucking, he complained, let me complain type of shit.
Right,
sometimes that happens on the internet. But
just let me voice my opinion, let me be heard. I can stir up some trouble.
Right. If they do secure this deal, if they actually get Batman exclusive in Mortal Kombat, which are still two highly rated games, then that'll be nice. I don't know if it'll be a good counter for Bethesda because Fallout and Elder Scrolls is bigger games, right?
So for me, I don't see. Again, this is not my lane. Like the business aspect and all of that stuff. This is way out of my league. But I don't understand how any of these acquisitions for Sony is a big deal. But I understand how all of them is a big deal for Microsoft. And by that I mean, Sony, let's say Call of Duty. Of 100 million Call of Duty sales, 98 million of them is already on PlayStation. And so if Sony wins Call of Duty, all that's doing is keeping the 98 million on their platform that they already have. There is no danger in Sony losing that 98 million because they already have it. So if they buy Call of Duty, if they buy Activision as an example, or Warner Brothers, all of the Batman players are already predominantly on the PlayStation platform. So they're gonna just stand pat at what they already have. Only about 3% of those games is sold on Xbox. And so if you gain that 3%, like, so what? Because you already have the majority playing on your platform. However, the other direction is not true, because if it then becomes exclusive for Microsoft, then Sony loses that 98%, because now all of them people, if they want it, they have to go to the competition. So because Sony is in the position that they in, anything they do will just stop Microsoft from getting it, but it won't really help them because they already have all of the numbers on every single multi-plat, all the exclusives. Then the Xbox exclusives, of course, they don't have, but people generally so far don't really care that much about those. So Sony is already in the strongest position. All I can see is they trying to stop somebody else from getting it because it won't help them that much at all.
Yeah, I don't really think they're in a rush to buy new studios anyway. But
no, yeah, not especially not from the type of money that's going to require.
Right.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers is huge because they would get more than just the gaming stuff. They getting like Warner Brothers, period.
Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said exactly 8 life goes on regardless who's president. Same shit, different day, bro. That's how I feel. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna happen. It's from Michael Pachter. We really should be ignoring this shit, really. Michael Pachter ain't never made a prediction that came true that I'm aware of. So it is what it is. We'll see.
I've never heard of him.
Shout out to he about your age. Y'all probably went to school together and shit. Jesus was the principal. You know what I'm saying? When y'all went to school, Mr. Clean was dirty. Yeah, that's about right. Shout out to Tori Shelton. He said WB also owns Injustice 2. All right. So yeah, they got some good fighting games, but it's from Michael Pachter. I would take this with a huge grain of salt, people. A huge grain. All right, what else we got? Real quick, Godfall. If you get Godfall, you need internet to play that game online. No internet, no Godfall. So
like at all?
At all. Yeah, at
all. So
all.
it's like how Diablo was. It's
Pretty
always
much.
Online.
It's always online. Godfall is always online, which ain't looking like a bad game either. But it's always online. But we always got internet. I don't think that's really
that don't bother me at all.
Yeah, a big deal. Let's talk about the PS5 preview that went up today, man. PS5 went up for preview today. We got to see some loading times, which I can care less about. I already know what fast loading times look like. Of course, we didn't get to see no UI or anything like that. We got to see, the console sitting on the table running. I think the guy was playing Astro Boy, Sackboy, whatever them games is called.
Astrobot, yeah.
Astrobot and all of that shit. What did you think about the preview so far?
I mean, it was what I expected. It's not fabulous. It's not trash either. It's just like right in the middle. I thought the Godfall stuff, to me, like I've been tweeting this week, Godfall still looking kind of mid to me or trash. I'm not really excited about it, but I did like how fast once you die, you can get right back into the action. And somebody on Twitter was like, that type of fast, like it was literally less than 3 seconds. Like that type of loading will come in handy for like Demon Souls and all the Souls types games.
Is that really loading though, or is that more like a respawn?
It was a respawn, but you still have to load in order to respawn.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. For a single player joint.
Okay. Yeah. So far. So
it was about what I expected. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It wasn't fabulous, but it wasn't trash either.
Yeah, it was trash. It was definitely trash. They ain't show
and
shit.
Also, I don't even know if I can believe them people because it was all these Japanese people that I don't know. And like they were saying things like how quiet it is and that stuff. I don't even know if I can believe that. Like I can't tell the credibility of these influencers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know none of them either. I definitely would rather watch some U.S. previews. Yeah. But I don't really think what they show so far is whatever. But just be aware that even with the PS4, we didn't see the UI until the day before. So I know some people are already flipping. They ain't show us this. They ain't show us that. Well, at this same time during the PS4 launch, you ain't see none of that either. You know what I mean? So before people go jumping off the deep end and all that shit, losing their mind, start threatening Yoshida, just realize that we still have time. We still have time.
What if you don't see it? Would you still buy it? Or do you need to see the UI before you buy it? I
don't need to see the UI to buy it. I mean, what the fuck is the UI? I mean, what the fuck? I just hope it's a snappy UI. You know what I mean? As long as it's snappy, that's cool. If I had one thing that I would want upgraded with the UI, it would be the speed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's quick, that's good. That'll be a great benefit. But I tell you what, I damn sure don't want to see the same goddamn UI. I tell you that motherfucking much.
Man, I don't have no problems with the current PlayStation UI.
Nah, fuck that. This is a new console. I need a new aesthetic. I need to see something different. I don't know how them Xbox dudes is okay having the same looking shit. Nah, I need to see it. Like, I need to feel like I'm on a new console. And that starts with the visuals. So when I hit that motherfucking power button and I go to my home screen, I want to feel like I am on a new console, new generation. I do not want to see the same shit that I seen on the PS4. Nah. Absolutely not.
Very interesting. So I hear you, and it makes sense in some sense, but no, that don't bother me. Like
you wouldn't even notice that the UI changed or not. So stop. You wouldn't even notice if it was a different UI.
I see this gonna be about 2 months of this.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even know if it's a difference. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really
so
matter.
Look here, I just went out and I bought that new LG C10.
Yeah.
And I upgraded from the C8 to the C10. The UI is like basically the same.
It's the font is different. It is on a different side of the screen.
But it's basically the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same, but you could definitely tell the difference between the C8 and the CX.
So you just want, long as it's just like some type of change, you good. You don't need a complete overhaul.
I don't need an overhaul, but I need to definitely make it seem like I'm on a different console.
Yeah, it just needs to seem more advanced or something.
Yeah, I need to see something. Make me feel good about my purchase. Yeah. I don't want to get an Xbox Series X and I hit the power button and it take me to the motherfucking same screen as the One X. I might start looking in the box like, hold on, is this a Series X?
It's a new UI for the. Well, they all getting the same UI updates, but yeah, it's a new UI.
No, separate me. Separate me. Separate me. But the preview was light. I mean, and we can segue right into the Xbox, because the Xbox also had a preview this past week. Xbox sent consoles to all the influencers. Some of them are pissed off. People like Angry Joe is mad that he didn't get one. I don't understand how people can get mad over not getting something free and shit, or not because you didn't get the privilege to get it. You get upset.
Who is Angry Joe? Is he like a Xbox?
You don't know who Angry Joe is?
I do not.
So you know all these crumb side motherfuckers, but you don't know who Angry Joe is.
Man, I only know the crumb side. That's it.
Damn, you need to expand, man. Not to say that Angry Joe makes amazing videos, but goddamn. You need to expand off the crumb side, man. You know, there's a whole great gaming landscape beyond the crumb side. You got to get away from these niggas. Yo, you know what I mean?
I don't know who it is, man.
There's people out here that take 2 weeks to make one video, man. You got to goddamn, you got to update. You got to upgrade. Anyway, Xbox been sending out Series X to influencers. You know what I mean?
But is he an Xbox guy, this Angry Joe dude?
Or is he like a dude? I don't know where he at now. Apparently, when the Xbox One came out, he criticized it very heavily.
Okay.
Right? My tongue fucked up, my teeth crooked. Sometimes my words don't come out right. My tongue is cool, but my teeth is crooked. And you know, like, sometimes you guys, whatever, man. Fuck y'all.
Whatever, yeah.
Anyway, what I was about to say, yeah. He criticized the Xbox One, and I think they took him off the contact list. And he's pissed off about that. Right. He's upset. He didn't get one. Other people did, even people that's smaller than him. Shit, Kid Smooth ain't get one. I'm pissed off about that. I wanted to see Kid Smooth preview. Come on, Microsoft. Kid Smooth works hard. He got bruises on his knees.
Man, you making jokes, but I think giving Smooth the preview box would have been very good for Microsoft.
Yeah, he would have got 2 people to buy that motherfucker, man. Yes. Because that's what it's all about. It's free advertisement, man. Free advertisement. But yeah, okay, so the Xbox was previewed this week, and pretty much the same thing that PlayStation did. They showed you a bunch of old-ass games this is the thing, too, man. We got to talk about this, man. Hold on. Shout out to Emmanuel A. He said, Godfall on these PlayStation Plus, even though it's not online. What the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. We got to talk about this. It seems that Sony and Microsoft are showing us a lot of old shit that these new consoles can do. Like, what's going on? When we gonna start getting some next generation only type of shit, or next generation, reviews or previews and shit like that? So even with the Xbox preview, they started showing you a bunch of old games that can now run at 60 frames per second because of games that got unlocked frame rates, like GTA 4. You can now run GTA 4 at 60 frames per second on a console. Now, GTA 4 is definitely one of my favorite games of all time, but that motherfucking game came out 12 years ago. It should be running at 60 frames per second on some new 2020 hardware. I'm not impressed by old-ass games now being able to run at 60. They should be able to run at 60. This is way more powerful consoles than we had in the past. So I'm not really impressed by that. But of course, they show load times, which still in most cases are behind PC when it comes to loading and shit like that.
I wasn't impressed with the load times at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you
they wasn't trash. They was better than they are now, but it wasn't just like this massive
of course
upgrade.
It's better than a hard drive. But, if you've been dealing with SSDs for the past 10 years, you're probably not going to be impressed. But as far as the console space goes, great. I mean, but people were losing their fucking mind over this shit about, load times and all of that. And it's kind of funny to see as if this shit hasn't been a thing already. And then you had quick resume. So the quick resume was a big thing that the Xbots were running around Twitter saying, anybody that would listen, can PC do this? Yes, PC can do it. I have a fucking video showing that PC can do it. PC Ben can do it, and PC does it quicker. You know what I'm saying? They want to say, can you quick resume? Yes, on PC. You can put your PC in hibernate mode or sleep mode. You know what I mean? And go right back to doing what you was doing before you put it in either mode. Like, this is nothing new. But they were running around.
That ain't the same as quick resume, though, but I hear you.
What you mean?
And because that's putting your whole PC to sleep or hibernate. Quick resume. Yeah, quick resume is when. Well, let me be clear, because I'm on your side, because there's certainly little hacks that you can do to your PC to task switch back and forth between multiple games. But yeah, with the quick resume, your Xbox is still operational, and it just saves everything from one game.
What you mean still? What are you? Hold on. What are you talking? I'm talking about them showing, like, from an Xbox being off to on, how quick it is now and all that. What exactly are you talking about?
No, that's not what quick resume is.
I know what quick resume is. Yeah, it's moving from one game to the next.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can do that on PC. Faster too. But
sure,
faster. No, faster. Yeah, I got a video. Faster.
Yeah, again, so you speaking from the point of the gold chain gamer, and that's fine. But
you don't really need a super powerful computer to be able to quick resume. And
no, you gotta have the right RAM. You gotta have the right drive.
Listen, for me, this quick resume shit is really a fucking gimmick, dog. Like, who the fuck is playing 7 games at one goddamn time? Or
that's true.
Games?
Here, right? Agree. Here is a use case, or for myself anyway, that I personally can see for myself with quick resume. I agree with you that it's mainly like a marketing thing.
It's a gimmick.
But yeah, for me, there are certainly times when I'm playing something, and then I will get a party invite or a friend request to do some multiplayer thing, and I do think it's a nice feature to leave that. Yeah, go do some little multiplayer runs and then come back and be right where I was. Because if I do it now, the current game unloads and then the multiplayer game will load, and then I have to go if it was a save point or whatever. But with the quick resume, is exactly where you was, whatever you was doing, save spot or not, or checkpoint, none of that matters. It's wherever you were, it's gonna pick you right back up where you left off and do it pretty quickly.
Are you doing that across 5 games?
No. Not at all. And that's what I'm saying. I do think it's a little bit marketing. I can just see myself using it in certain situations, but that does happen a lot. I show myself as offline now when I'm on Xbox because I get flooded with requests to like join this and join that. So it is definitely a useful feature in moderation.
All right, all right. Some people kept saying like read the $99 super chat. I did already. It said virtual keyboard. I read it already. I don't. People keep telling me to read it. I read it. I've been read it. All right. Hold on. Let me see who we got here. We got Andrew Wilkins. He said Emmanuel A1. Stop lying and cooning like all black Xbox fans. Y'all give whites good reasoning to be prejudiced.
Oh, I don't know what he meant by that. What's going on in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on in the chat. It seems like people might be going at it. I don't know what is going on in the chat right now. But I think both previews overall was whatever. I mean, if you're a console only gamer, I guess you can be excited, especially like for the Xbox, quick resume and the faster loading times, because they were really going crazy off of these faster loading times. I mean, I've seen all types of tweets like, "Oh my God, look how fast Red Dead now loads" and shit like that. And it's like, all right, well, I done been there already, so I can't really be impressed by shit like that.
Yep.
It's not that I want to hate on Xbox or anything. I just can't be impressed by SSDs. Like I had an SSD for years.
Fact, it's an SSD in my Xbox One X right now, and that's what one of my followers was. Because I tweeted something very similar to what you just said. Like, I'm not really this impressed. I mean, it's better, but it's not like mind blowing like everybody keep velocity architecture, rah, rah, rah. But a follower of mine pointed out, like, you know, when you've been PC gaming for decades, you're not going to be as impressed by somebody who's only had a console. To them, those differences are night and day. And that's fine. I get that. Right. But I'm still going to tell the truth from my perspective. And from my perspective, yeah, this is just normal stuff. It's nothing spectacular.
Also, the PS5 apparently has no noticeable fan noise. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I can believe these Japanese influencers.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to wait for it. Because first of all, when you buy a PlayStation 4, it doesn't be loud right away. After a while, it starts to get loud. I guess after your thermal paste and shit start to dry out and all that, it gets real loud. But when you first buy it, it doesn't be like sounding like a jet engine. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't really know. But everything around these previews have been around about the SSD. And with the Xbox, it's been about old games that you can now play in 60 frames and shit like that. So, I mean, I guess that's great. That's good. That's cool. I'm not going to say that ain't cool. That's cool.
As a side dish, yeah, that's fine. But it can't be the main course, though.
Yeah, that's cool. Shout out to Biz the Kid Game when he said, I might be the only one that would rather them do more with the current load times. Load times aren't faster, but bigger, better, flushed out worlds are loaded in that time. All right.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah, like it takes the same 2 minutes to load that it does now, but within that 2 minutes, you get a much bigger world so that later on you don't have to load or whatever. That makes sense. I agree with that.
All right. Hey,
here's the thing though, on the one preview, the PlayStation preview, they showed like next gen stuff. Whereas
they showed Godfall and you know.
And like Astro or whatever. But the point is, like, that's not backwards compatible stuff. So you at least got a taste of what's coming as opposed to, like you said, just updated stats on old games.
Right. Phone lines are definitely open, people, if you want to call in. I've been noticing there ain't been a lot of calls lately. I don't know what's going on. Somebody told me that well, maybe they only want to talk to you, Hardy. So.
Facts. I might be messing it up, man.
I was like, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know, but phone calls are down than they were at the beginning anyway. So get them phone calls back up. I mean, shit. If people ain't got nothing to say, everybody don't want to be heard. I guess some people just want to fall back and listen, and that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? That's fine too. All right, so let's get to.
You may have to set it up to where when they call in right at the beginning, they say if they want to be roasted or not, because some people just might can't handle it. They might be scared to call in because they don't want the smoke.
I don't think nobody's scared of a 70 with braids. I don't think so. I don't really think that's the case. Maybe they can tell me.
From you, nigga.
No, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Oh, also, okay, I wanted to say this before we get to these questions. I got 2 codes of Watch Dogs Legions, right? Ain't that stuff shit called? What's that new Watch Dogs called? Legions?
The new one? It is Legions. Yeah.
I got that. I got 2 codes of a year subscription for GeForce Now. Now, as far as the Watch Dogs go, I don't believe I can get those away to just anybody. I think you got to have a 30 series card. You know what I mean? Because back in the day when they would give away like free games and shit, eBay would get flooded. People would go to eBay and sell them. So when NVIDIA started doing, AMD does the same thing too, is they started making it like hardware dependent. So like if you put this code in for Watchdog Legions, if they don't detect a 30 series graphics card, then it won't work.
I didn't know
what I'm
that.
saying? Yeah. Cause I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla I gotta give away. I'm putting that shit tonight. I'm putting it on my Patreon. Tonight, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, whatever the shit called, I'm putting it on my Patreon. Yeah. But if you have NVIDIA, that Assassin's Creed will not work for you. If you got if you got an Intel CPU, this Assassin's Creed code will not work. This Assassin's Creed code that I'm putting on my Patreon tonight is only for AMD users. So if
CPU and GPU?
I think it's just the CPU. I'm not sure about the GPU. Okay. I'm not. Maybe it don't matter. As long as it detects AMD, then you should be good.
So either one of them.
Either one. I'm guessing.
All right.
So when I put this code up on Patreon, if you know you ain't got no AMD, do not try to redeem this code. It will not work for you. Only AMD users. I'm sorry, Intel and NVIDIA. You know what I mean? It's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, however you pronounce that shit. And then I got 2 codes of Watchdog Legions, and I got 2 codes of GeForce Now for a year. Now the GeForce Now, I don't know if you can redeem that no matter what. But
that's streaming, right? So that shouldn't matter.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw them up there and they do what they do. Yeah, I mean, as far as the Watch Dogs, I don't know. I guess I'll just throw them up there and they do what the fuck they do too. You know what I'm saying? And then I got some movies to throw up there too. So I'm posting all that shit today on my Patreon. You know what I mean? I've got 2 codes for Watchdog Legions, 2 codes for GeForce Now. I got 2 movies, Ghost in the Shell 4K anime, and I got Annihilation 4K, which I heard was a pretty decent, bloody, gory movie, right, for Halloween. And I got, that's it. Yeah, I'm putting all that shit up there tonight. Y'all do what y'all do. Patreon only. Sorry to the freeloaders. I ain't fucking with y'all today. But nah, shout out to the supporters, man. Hit that like button. All that shit going up on Patreon tonight, I'm getting rid of it all. You know what I mean? Also Halloween, man. Halloween, my favorite month. October, my favorite month of the year. I already got Halloween Fest in the Hard8 household. You know,
really? You like October more than Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I need to stop eating as it is, god damn it. But no, I like horror movies, man. I love horror movies. So we started off with The Relic on Amazon Prime, The Relic, and then we did Wishmaster.
Good. That's old school though. That mug was good.
Yeah. Because Miss Hard8 ain't see a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking her places. You know what I mean?
All right. So you getting her all caught up? Okay.
Yeah, I'm catching her up, man. Putting her on to them old classics. We did watch Wishmaster a couple weeks ago, so we watched Wishmaster 2, which was absolute trash. But definitely gonna show her The Thing. Can't wait till she see The Thing. That's gonna be the original,
Candyman.
The original one. Yeah, we watched Candyman already.
Okay.
But every weekend, every Friday and Saturday, new horror movie for the month of October.
That's what's up.
What I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we doing. Yeah. So. Yeah, weekends, baby. All right, let's get to some of these questions, man. Optimus Cole was collecting questions on Twitter. All right, let's see what we got here. We got one from Blind Archangel. He said, why do all these gaming influencers talk so negatively about crunch, then praise games that can only be possible with crunch? If the devs want to release them in a reasonable amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Also, why are devs that notoriously crunch also seen as the best in the industry? All right, so I think crunch is necessary for. I think if you want to be the Naughty Dogs and you want to be the rock stars and the CD Projekt Reds and all that, you want to have these big games and they do very well. Crunch will be necessary, especially if you're trying to meet a deadline.
Facts.
I have no problem with crunch. I don't give a fuck about crunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're sitting in an air-conditioned building, chair, fucking relaxed. You got some snacks there while you there. Listen, if you want your game to sell millions, you want to make millions, and you want high praise, you got to put in the work. Don't nothing come easy. Nothing comes easy. See, the companies that let motherfuckers go on vacation, they do 8 and hit the gate. You know what I mean? They got 2-hour lunches. You get crackdown. You get crackdown. That's what you get. You get Halo. You get Halo Infinite. See, them motherfuckers that did Halo Infinite at 343, they go home on the weekends. They only work 8 hours a day. They taking vacation time during development. You get Halo Infinite. The motherfuckers that's working 70, 80 hours a week on the weekends, no vacation time, and shit like that, you get shit like The Last of Us Part 2. You get shit like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 27. You get games like that. Now, if you don't want games like that, then listen. Then go to fuck home at 8, when you do your 8. Go home. And then you can get Crackdown, you know what I mean, and Sea of Thieves, you get a Kraken without a body. You know why that Kraken ain't had no body? That Kraken didn't have no body because the animator was off on the weekends. You know, the animator was off on the weekends. That's why that Kraken ain't had no body. The animator
was lacking.
Right. He was lacking. The animator was off, and he went on vacation during development time. You want to make these millions? You want your game to be praised? Crunch is what it's going to be. Now, these motherfuckers get compensated for this shit. They get bonuses for for certain review scores. They are being paid for all the time that they work.
Well, that's not true. That part is definitely not true.
Ain't nobody working for free.
Sometimes they are.
Well, ain't nobody working for free.
When you're a salaried employee, you do work for free. Your salary is what you make in the year.
Okay, that's true. If you are a salary, that's true. That's true. But isn't salary only to like the high-ranking motherfuckers?
I mean, it depends on what you call high, but yeah, they are paid a decent wage. Let's be clear. They not poor by any stretch. But so there's always going to be crunch. That's everybody that wants to be software developer knows there's going to be crunch. This is not news to anybody. That's just like saying if you go to the NBA, you're going to have to go to practice. It's part of it. Crunch is part of software engineering in video games. So crunch is not the issue, and people keep mixing these all up. The problem is excessive crunch. Not if there any crunch, but how much is it and how is it handled? And those two things will determine if people get upset. Well, some people going to get upset because it's a new buzzword for them. But like people in the industry, the workers, they're just going to feel different, and they output and what they produce will be better if the crunch is handled better, and then their output will be worse if the crunch is handled poorly, which would then lead to more crunch. And it turns into this vicious cycle where no matter what you do, the project is not really advanced and people are working, but their morale is down, they tired, all of this shit, and then you just end up crunching more and more. And that's why I left. That is the single reason why I left video game development, is because I could no longer deal with the crunch. Even when they did it right. Facts.
So when you made Hangman for Android, they had crunch. I don't believe they had crunch. I don't listen.
Oh,
listen here.
Dude.
First of all, look. Yeah, go ahead.
we literally would stay in the office for 3 weeks at a time. They would buy us food. They had set up this little bathroom, one for the men, one for the ladies, where you could go in there and just like take a little whole bath in the thing, brush your teeth and all of that, and then come right back out and start working. And they bought us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we literally stayed there overnight for 3 weeks.
Well, you paid
100% true. Yeah, and it was great. It was one of the best times of my life. Okay. But then the next thing I was working on, like, man, I'm not with this.
First of all, I just got to say, I don't give a fuck about the crunch. All right, do what you got to do to produce a great product. You know what I mean? Also, you want our money, you got to work for this money. You know what I mean? We all, put in this work to get this money, so they're going to have to put in the work to earn it from us. You know what I'm saying? I know crunch has ruined some marriages out there. Some people's marriages have been ruined because of crunch, and some people's, mental.
But that's everywhere. That's not even just in video games.
Right. But that's the thing. Nobody cares about the people that's crunching in these warehouses. Nobody cares when people are crunching around Christmas time to make sure you get your motherfucking gifts from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about that. But when it comes to these video game people that's sitting comfortably at their desk in air-conditioned buildings and they can just snack and chill, are we supposed to now feel sorry?
Typically the people that work at warehouses and people that's got their extra hustle trying to, stack up for Christmas, they are getting paid for that extra work. If you work an extra 10 hours, your paycheck is 10 hours bigger. It's not quite the same when your paycheck is exactly the same.
But no, I can get that, but that's a lot of the time that's not the case. These people are being compensated for that, and they are receiving bonuses.
No, the bonus is the same if they crunch or not. And so a good friend of mine, he worked for this one very popular studio.
What's the studio? We need to know. We need to know if we can relate. What's the studio?
I'm not going to tell you the name of the studio, but they was under Take-Two.
So why can't we know the name of the studio? We won't be able to point out who you're talking about.
I'll tell you after the show.
Well, my audience would like to know. Can we know the game at least? We'll figure out the studio.
That's the same thing.
Because we need to know, we need to really know, we need to know the ins and the outs before we can, have an opinion on it. That's all. Because this could be some bullshit studio that we don't really give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
Top tier AAA studio.
Okay,
they work on some very popular open world games. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Very popular. And the thing was, they started crunch in April, and they were still on crunch, and it had reached Thanksgiving because they was trying to get the game out for a particular time. Like you said, with a deadline. When I say crunch, he was doing 80-hour weeks every week from April to November. His salary was $85K, but like he told him, I'm not getting paid $85K with the amount of hours that I work. My salary is actually way, way lower because the hours that I'm working are double, but my salary is not double. And when he quit, because he quit before he's like, I'm done. Everybody else, they was still on crunch. He didn't, the crunch never ended for him. He was just tired of dealing with it. And literally from April to Thanksgiving was crunch. And they were still crunching when he quit. The game was really successful.
Was there any bonus?
The bonuses weren't big. No. They get a bonus. I don't want to say they don't get a bonus. They definitely get a bonus, but with or without the crunch. Put it like this: if they do more crunch, the bonus doesn't get bigger. The bonus is the exact same size.
Okay.
It's either they get it or don't, and the game has to be a certain quality and sale for them to get the bonus. So in that sense, working for the crunch did help you get the bonus, but no, that bonus would have been the same regardless.
Okay.
And so they're not compensated at all.
Let me say this: am I supposed to care?
You choose if you want to care or not. I'm just saying represent the situation the way it actually is.
No, I'm just saying at the end of the day though, am I supposed to give a fuck? Me as the consumer, should I give a fuck? Because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it depends. For me, I'm more. So, for an example, I do believe in being sympathetic towards crunch, but not necessarily for developers. My main thing, and like you said, this doesn't get talked about. If I'm having to go to the emergency room or take one of my grandkids to the emergency room, and this physician or these nurses, they've been there for 24 hours and they tired and they sleepy and they just get careless because they just tired because they had to work so much, I absolutely care about that. I do not want them overworked. I want everybody that's in a health profession to be fresh and ready to help people that need help. I do not want them dealing with excessive crunch to where it starts to affect their performance. 100% I agree. Video games, I don't know.
Yeah, because I really don't. I mean, they could do like your friend did and quit. Like if they really wanted, I mean, they got a good resume. They can go somewhere else where there is no crunch and they can produce garbage games. Like I think crunch is if you got a deadline, crunch is necessary. I guess if there's no deadline, then it wouldn't have to be crunch.
Right. So, but that's what I'm saying, right? And so let me be very clear. There's always crunch. It just depends on because it's good crunch and it's bad crunch. Let's do it like that. It depends on what type of crunch we're talking about.
I don't think you can come out with a game like a GTA 5 by a certain date and not have a crunch. And I think it pays off at the end of the day when you got your game making $1 billion in 3 days. Especially
for the
if they were
publisher,
compensated.
yes, but for that dev team.
Yeah, especially if they was compensated.
Right. So like on that tip, like you said, now CD Projekt Red, people really getting on them, but they are compensating their devs. They was like, look here.
They said they're getting 10% of the total sales, right?
Exactly. And so in that case, they are doing it right. They're like, okay, yes, mandatory crunch. Yeah, we didn't think we was gonna have to do it, niggas, but we do. But here's what you get. That is odd. That is not normal. Most of the time, you just have to work more hours. Talk to some of these people that worked on Madden and see what happened. They'll tell you, and they got this yearly schedule.
Well, we can see. I mean, crunch obviously ain't working. The game garbage.
That's what I'm saying.
They getting 10%
crunch
of the.
Don't always guarantee results. It's just you just working in this cycle, and things aren't getting no better.
But they're getting 10% of all the sales numbers. So Cyberpunk is going to do big numbers.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah,
no, I'm talking about Cyberpunk. They're going to do big numbers.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red is doing it right, and so I don't really think people should be frustrated with them. Even if you're the type of person that care about this and you want to like clean up this stuff, that's fine. More power to you. But CD Projekt Red is doing it right. You got your sights set on the wrong group because they are definitely trying to take care of their people.
All right, let me get to some more of these questions. Shout out to Mr. Gray. He said, don't they have a deal with DC for most of these characters to show up on their shows and likenesses? I have no idea. I think he's talking about the DC Warner Brothers thing.
Yeah, I think he might be talking about that that Peter Parker thing, I thought, but I don't know.
That's
because he said DC. Yeah.
Shout out to Biz Topper. He said they already have the COVID vaccine. They're just waiting to make enough of the vaccine in order to make it mandatory, force everyone to take it.
They cannot do that. They cannot force everyone to take something.
All right. Then we got King D. He said some devs were arguing with Jason Schreier that crunch at this point of the dev cycle is normal since Cyberpunk is so close to releasing. All right. I didn't even see them arguing with him. I would have liked to seen that because
that's true, man. Again, crunch is normal. It's just we keep saying crunch, and it's two types of crunch. It's good crunch and bad crunch.
Every time he come with them stories, I'll be like, oh, here we go. You might want to hear that shit. Let me see. What else we got? Let me see. Let's see some good questions. Some of these questions are just for you. All right. What makes a fanboy over some plastic?
That is a good question.
Think we need Kid Smooth and Jack Move Johnny for that. What did Microsoft and Sony do to get your loyalty?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious for people to answer that in the chat. Like,
they don't. First of all, none of them have my loyalty.
It meant facts.
They don't have my loyalty.
They have to earn mine every time.
Yeah, just make a good game. Just make good games. That's it. Exclusives. If I have to get your box to play a game, then I will do that. But as far as being loyal to any of them, I don't give a fuck about Sony or Microsoft. I would like them to stay around so they can feed my habit. But at the end of the day, it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have my loyalty. They just got to make decent games that make me want to spend money with them. And until they do that, then I won't spend money with them. Like Xbox, I don't need that because I will spend money with them, but it won't be on the Xbox console, and I don't think they even care.
Yeah,
and they don't. Right. Yeah, they don't care about that. But
so yeah, like people in the chat, if you loyal to Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, whoever, like what did they do to gain your loyalty? Like how does this work? Because I don't understand it. Now I always buy consoles. I always buy the new thing. Like I'm trying to get this new video card and building a new PC. It's just because I'm an enthusiast and that's what I do. But I might not support it if I get into the ecosystem and they're not giving me what I want. I'm going to criticize it on social media. I'm going to make videos. I'm going to troll. I'm going to meme. I'm going to do everything I can to get them to change their behavior so that they earn in my money. I refuse to side with Microsoft or side with Sony or Nintendo or Steam. I guess Steam is not really a thing, but you get my point. Is like everybody has to continually earn my business. And just because you earned it last year does not mean you're going to earn it again this year. I'm like you said, I am loyal to myself. And who has given me what I want, that's who's going to get the praise from me, but only while they giving me what I want. It's not like they reach a point where we cool and they my guys and I'm just going to always ride for them. That whole concept is foreign to me. I'll never understand it.
Okay.
There's people in my family like that with other products, like I got this LG. There's people in my family was like, you know, our family buy RCAs. I'm like, if you don't get out of my face, do RCA even make TVs? People talking about like car stereos and just the brand loyalty that I see. I don't understand it. I've never understood it, but I see it all the time. And I really wish someone would explain to me, how do these people earn your loyalty?
That question came from Pat, the logo guy. All right, we got another one from Blind Archangel. He said, why do people feel the need to give input on what others spend their money on? This is one of my biggest pet peeves. Someone tells me I wasted my money on something I wanted to purchase. We definitely have been seeing a lot of that, especially since the graphics cards have came out, especially anybody that have bought the 3090. You know what I mean? It's the graphics card that they deem as worthless and shit like that. And yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, so like you, the money you spent on the 3090, do you think you should have to justify it to other people why you spent it on that other people will say they don't think it's worth it?
To me, it's clear why you want the 3090. I mean, it's clear. Like I want to sit at the top. You know what I mean? I want the best thing out there, and I don't want to have to worry about any other releases for the next 2 years. Like I had told y'all before, as far as me, I didn't want to be stuck with the 3080 because I know as soon as they announce the 3080 20 gig, then I'm going to want that shit. And if they happen to announce the 3080 Ti, I'm going to want that shit. So for me to avoid that headache, I might as well just get the 3090 and just sit at the top. And then anything that comes out under that, it doesn't concern me. You know what I'm saying? And I want the most. I want the most frames I can get, and that's the bottom line. You know what I mean?
But what if people disagree with you?
Well, I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't matter to me.
That was money poorly spent. What if they disagree? What you paid for that is worth it? And like that's the crux of his question. You think it's worth it to you. That's why you paid for it. But somebody else is like, no, that wasn't worth that with your money and what you bought with.
Yo, if you want to join the call, let me know what topic you are trying to join. Some of y'all be trying to join and y'all don't even say anything. So if you want to join, you got to let me know. What are you trying to join to talk about? Text it to me. But I don't really care about shit like that. It's a lot of hate around here too. You got to understand that some people say things from hate. You know what I mean? They're hating. They wish they had a 3090 or whatever else.
Oh, like they jealous. Okay.
Yeah, it's jealousy. It's a lot of times it's jealousy. They want to rain on your parade. You might post it up. You might be excited. And the first thing they want to say is something negative. Well, you know, it ain't that much better than the 3080. As if I don't already fucking know that.
You just tweeted that, yeah.
Or if I like motherfucker, I had a 3080. I already know. Or I'm looking at this shit just like anybody else. So I'm already hip to everything that's going on. It's nothing that you can tell me about a 30 series that I don't already know. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching this shit like a hawk since September 1st. So it ain't really much you can tell me. It's just like people just want to give you, they see that you might be excited and they like, all right, let me go rain on this motherfucker parade. And they start bringing up some negative shit or something like that. Oh, that card is ugly and all that. Like, who gives a fuck what it look like?
It's big, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
oh, you better hope you ain't got the cheap capacitors or shit. Like, shut up. Jesus. Shut the fuck up. Value is based on what you think or what you want it to be. You can look at, like we talked about this before. Yeah. We already talked about this. Yeah. Somebody can think that 1500 is perfectly fine and somebody else could think it's not. What's valuable is based on you. If you feel like it ain't worth that, then don't fucking buy it. It's that simple.
So you got no problem with me buying this new Xbox? Even if I have
that's retarded. That's retarded. You know what I'm saying? That's a different. Nah, that's different. That's different. Nah.
My money.
No, it's definitely no. Listen.
I see value in what I see value in.
Nah. That's kind of retarded right there, right? Because listen, buying the 3090, there is a legitimate reason. Like, hey, I want the best. I want to sit at the top. That's a legitimate reason. You know what I mean? Somebody that has a powerful, or just, we could throw some other reasons out there, but let's just go with that. Somebody that has a powerful PC, there is really no reason to spend all that money on the Xbox. It makes no sense.
Yes, it is, because it's their money and they want to. What don't you understand?
I mean, you can do that, but what is the actual reason? Is there a more mature reason? Like, hey. Is there a real mature reason, or is it just like...
I don't think nothing is more mature than making your money and spending it how you want. That's as mature as it gets. But yes, like I told you before, we talked about this on Twitter. I work with computers all day long, typically 9-10 hours a day. And when I'm gaming, I don't want to deal with it. I do not want to deal with Windows. I don't want to deal with Steam. I want to turn on the button. I want to play the game in that ecosystem with that amount of convenience, that amount of simplicity. I don't want to have to do nothing ahead of time to set it up so that I can do that.
I don't know what PC you got, but you ain't got to do none of that shit you talking about. You can just like you said, you can press the button.
No, nigga, I'm going to go into Windows. Yes. The very least, I'm going to have to start Steam and get big picture mode set up ahead of time.
You don't. You can start it. It can launch right into big picture mode.
If I've set it up ahead of time. You're not listening. I don't want to have to do
you can set that up one time and never have to do it again.
I don't want to do it 0 times. When I turn on my Xbox, I never have to do it.
Yo, now that's just, come on, man. Now you splitting hairs.
Come on, man. You don't understand.
Hold on. First of all, it ain't nothing to set up. It's click a button, click, and that's it. It ain't nothing to set up. I
have to install. Well, I already have Steam installed, but you are assuming the amount of work that I've already done. I am saying if I like right now I'm rebuilding my PC for Christmas.
And how much work you got to do with a goddamn console? Are you serious? Consoles ain't as simple as they used to be.
They are for me. I don't have to do nothing but turn it on.
No, you might got to turn it on, do a long ass install, and you on Xbox too? Come on, stop it.
I don't have to do nothing. All it's gonna tell me is updating for me now. Okay, I'm sitting there waiting. Again,
exactly. You got to sit there and wait.
Difference in me being responsible and Microsoft being responsible.
Absolutely.
On my PC, I am responsible for everything.
This ain't 1995. This ain't 1995. No.
I don't even know what the point you trying to make, nigga. I just had driver.
No, what I'm saying is, no.
Just had driver issues last week.
That's you don't know what you're doing. But what I'm saying is this. This ain't 1995 where it was like it was hard to run a PC.
It is easier. It is easier.
Way easier.
It's not zero.
It's way easier.
It's not 0 though, nigga. And I'm saying I want it to be 0.
A console ain't even 0 no more.
For my amount of effort it is, I am not responsible. Microsoft, Sony, whoever I buy it from, they're responsible for making sure that I have the top-notch gaming experience. With my PC, I am responsible for making sure I have a top-notch gaming experience. And
No.
I still haven't figured out how to hook my PC up to my AVR to get my full Atmos sound. I've been trying to figure that out for 2 years.
Wow, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's
How you
that's
do
a
it?
you problem.
How do you do it? How you do it?
Well, first of all, on my AV, well, you should have this too. I don't know, you got like a little lesser model than me, but I run eARC, so I plug my PC directly into my TV, and then I run the HDMI into my AVR and use eARC, and then you go to the sound settings in your computer and select Dolby Atmos. But before you do that, you download.
I had to install Atmos. Like
you install Atmos, and then you go to sound, and then you fucking select Atmos. It's really simple.
Because I just got a receiver with eARC like a couple of weeks ago.
It's really simple, developer.
Nigga, eARC is a brand new technology that just came out. It ain't been available for no 2 years.
It's really simple, developer.
Nigga, with the new tech, sure. But that just happened recently. eARC has not been out for the whole 2 years that I've been trying to figure out how to do
I've
this.
had eARC for over a year, so I don't know what you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been running Dolby Atmos on my PC, sir.
Either way, I don't have to do none of that with my console. I just plug it in. And
no, you do not just plug in your fucking AVR to your Xbox and Dolby Atmos works.
That's not what I said. I said I just plug it in and I'm good.
Okay. Shout out to
HDMI 1 plugged in, good. eARC out, done. I'm good. It's already set up.
All right, hold on. Shout out to, you sound a little challenged, but it's okay. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said, Code, you're wrong. Any law can be pushed. Denmark already passed a law that all that citizens have to get the upcoming COVID shot.
That is false. The United States of America has a constitution, and any law that passed must be in line with the Constitution. And there's some laws we will never have because they will be a violation of the Constitution. That is false.
Okay.
So you should read. The Constitution only takes about 15 minutes to read.
Well, he's talking about Denmark. He ain't talking about the United States.
Well, you're talking about that, like they can pass a law here for it's mandatory that everybody take the COVID vaccine.
All right.
He's using Denmark as an example.
We got one from the Trigger Man. He said, shout out to you for the super chat. He said, are you getting Zen 3 CPU for PCIe 4 or keeping the 10900K? I'm keeping the 10900K. The 10900K is still getting more frames than AMD. Until AMD new shit come out, and then when Rocket Lake come out, then we already know what that's gonna be. So I don't really want to deal with AMD anymore. So yeah, I'm staying right here with Intel, and I'll wait till Rocket Lake, unless the new AMD CPUs are getting like 20 more frames or some shit like that. If that's the case, then we might have some thinking to do. But other than that, I'm good where I'm at. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said also a few Asian countries have corona tracking apps and scanners that citizens have to deal with to get access to public transportation and stores. All right. Yeah, they're taking it serious over there. And then we got one from Pocky. Thank you for the super chat. Never seen you before. Welcome. He said trash box. All right, don't hurt my man's feelings, man. Shout out to my guy Jay Barry. What up, player? He said,
"What up, Jay?
Which next gen console you are more excited for, PS5 or?" It's on it.
I'm definitely more excited for PS5. 100%.
Yeah, I'm more excited.
Now,
I'm more excited for PS5. Well, I'm just more excited for some games, man.
Good games. And that's why I think the game's gonna be on PS5.
Yeah.
Like J-Dub said yesterday, if Sony don't do nothing but release sequels with no new IPs at all, if they only release sequels, then this PS5 generation is gonna be like better than every other before it. Yeah. But they are gonna release new IPs.
Yeah, they
like,
usually do. Yeah. Shout out to Kenj the Neutral. He said, we are humans. Tribalism is in our nature. Humans attach themselves side and have a need to feel superior. This explains racism, nationalism, elitism, even fanboys. In other words, F the ops. That's Kenj the Neutral. Kenji! All right. Then we got another one from Andrew Wilkins. He said, "Cold tripping. On console, you open them up to upgrade hard drive and have to install OS by downloading from computer and transfer from a flash drive." And he did do that, Andrew, because he said he got an SSD, so he did have to do that. Facts.
I didn't have to do none of that. I just had to put the SSD in there and a couple of other things.
Nah, fam.
The point is,
exposed.
But look here, the point is, if I choose to do it, that's one thing, and that's my point. I have the technical acumen.
He got you, man. Optimus, he got you.
Period.
Optimus, he got you. Relax.
Stop this. You just mad because Sleepy.
Exposed.
Where my nigga Sleepy at?
No, he got you, player. Hey, shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, might be time to start a new channel, 8. This channel look like it's shadow banned. Your live stream's not on my feed and not getting notifications when live. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all hitting the bell? Y'all hitting the bell? I looked at everything that they said that you could find out if you shadow banned, and I didn't meet none of the requirements, man. So definitely not starting a new channel, man. It is what it is. Y'all know what it is. 4 o'clock every Sunday, man. Y'all niggas don't need to be notified. Y'all know what time it is. 4 o'clock every Sunday. Unless you see something different.
Out, though.
Yeah,
that's
good looking out.
Yeah.
No, people been telling me that, but I looked at, I looked at a bunch of videos on how to tell if you're shadow banned and all of that shit, and I didn't meet none of those requirements, so. It is. See, you got some people saying it's in my sub box. You see what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, man. Yeah.
Let me see. We got another good question before we get out of here. Let me see.
This nigga told me I knew all I had to do was wait.
Okay, here we go.
You wrong for that, boy. Until next week, I'm gonna have something for you.
All right, we got one more question, man, from Spanky. He said, if Xbox first party was made available on PS5 and Sony first party was added to Xbox, so that means no exclusives at all, which box would you be going with next generation?
If all the games was available, but like Game Pass and all of that, like everything is equal.
Yeah.
Man, I'll probably go with PlayStation. I'm really interested to see what they do with this controller and if it adds a new dimension to the gameplay or not. I remember when Rumble first came out, Rumble Pack when Nintendo first came out, and to me it was a game changer. Now rumbling is just like a part of video games. So I'm interested to see if they do the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers right, or if it ends up being a gimmick. If the controller ends up being the real deal, then I'll be more excited for PlayStation. But it's mainly because I want to see what they do with this new controller.
If that was the case for me, I would probably go with, I'll probably go with Xbox because they got the more powerful console. So if I can get the better experience with Xbox, I mean, that's if I'm not on PC. Right? If I'm not on PC, I would go with Xbox.
Take PC out the equation.
Yeah, if I take PC out the equation, I'm going with Xbox because Xbox got the more powerful console, so that's the one I'm going with. If PC is out of the equation, but if I'm on PC, then of course the question is you already know. All right, one more question before we get out of here. You got one more question in you, Optimus?
No, man, but you got a couple super chats.
All right. I got one more question. That's what I'm saying. You got one more to answer.
No. I'm good.
All right. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, Optimus, you from the Shy? If so, what part?
Let's just say I spent a lot of time on the South Side, and I'll just leave it at that.
All right. He spent a lot of time at the South Side. You know what I mean? Playing bingo. All right. Listen, I got a question before we get out of here.
What up?
Is there an argument that gaming as an adult is not something to be proud of? Is being a gamer looked down upon for adults?
In society at large?
Not anymore.
Oh, I think it is.
Gaming is mainstream now.
So me and Luca was talking about this, and she was telling me that like some of her friends still kind of like, it's still like a stigma that like you an adult and you play games. She said they like her ride or die, so they like cool. and they give her space to do her gaming thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was dating this girl. Anyway, she found out how much money I spent on games, and she was like, "Oh, we about to shut all this down." Like, you don't know who you talking to, because she just like, this is a waste of time, and this money could be better spent somewhere else. I definitely think that there are segments of our society that look down on gaming for
Oh
adults.
yeah.
100%.
No, yeah, you still got your groups out there that definitely look down on gaming. I would say it's not as bad as it once was.
Agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gaming is mainstream now, thanks to PlayStation. But
Definitely thanks to PlayStation.
you
Yep.
still got people that definitely look down on gaming for adults. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck, dog. Like, I used to have bitches come over my crib. I fuck the shit out of them and get right on the game. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you want to get me off this game? Come put this cock in your mouth. That's the only way I'm getting off this game. Like,
This nigga.
now we can chill and watch a movie and all that shit, but if I feel like I want to play a game, I'm playing the game. And if you don't like that, then bitch, you can kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck who likes gaming and who doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew I was a gamer. Even upstate, I used to get gaming magazines and all that shit. But I was good. Ain't nobody really come at me. You know what I mean? Some people used to ask, damn, let me check that out. You know what I mean? But nobody really...
Oh no, so
Wasn't
for me
nothing
that
crazy.
was the exact opposite. When I first started gaming, especially like in the hood,
Well, that was
it was
1960.
unacceptable. Nigga, stop.
You know what I mean? I didn't have no problem. I mean, I was cool because I would still stab the fuck out you. Like, I would still stab you. So it was like, it ain't...
I didn't have no reputation like that.
I was still fucking violent, nigga. I was still fuck your shit up, so it didn't really matter. Like, it was all good. And, my friends, they make jokes about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I definitely had to leave the hood for anything gaming related, and that started to change with Tecmo Bowl and Double Dribble. And once niggas started to get into the sports, and it became more acceptable, like Zelda and all of that. If they like, niggas would like get on me for that type of stuff. The niggas would started to accept sports games, but nothing else. Anything else, adventure games. You better not talk about no RPG to the clique that I grew up around. It's like, no, we not having this. So they definitely would like look down on you for it, for sure.
I mean, I don't want to talk to them about games anyway because they ain't what they do. But if I brung it up or they asked me something, niggas had their jokes, but I got jokes too. So it was no big deal. Like, it was cool. Like I had told y'all before, I did my game thing, but I did that street shit too. So I had a controller in one hand and a gun in the other hand. So I was good. I ain't had no issues. Niggas got their jokes and shit like that. No, amongst my homies, like, we could play like that, but strangers, you know what I mean? I don't fuck with y'all like that, you know what I mean? But nah, we all used to go to the arcade and shit like that. Of course, I used to take it further because I'm collecting Game Pro and EGM magazines and all that. I'm hanging out I'm doing all that, but it was never no big deal.
So one time I was I probably shouldn't even tell this, but I was at Blockbuster Video, and I was waiting for this game to be released because the Blockbuster that we had in our little area, once a game had been rented so many times, they would sell it to you for like $5 or $10. And so I was waiting for this little game to go on sale. So I'm in there just like talking to the manager, like, man, I'm trying to, get this game, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm really excited for this joint. And man, like 5 of my guys walk in and they heard me talking to this manager about this game. Bro, it took about 3 to 4 weeks to live that down. Everywhere I went, all the house parties, man, the games, the little high school games, everywhere I went, niggas was on me because I was happy for this little RPG. 100% looked down on me because I like gaming.
So you saying they ain't fuck with you?
Oh, they just let me have that business every opportunity, man. They just couldn't get enough of making fun of that. That was like me. That was the hot topic for like at least a month. Everywhere.
My niggas respected what I did. It was cool. Like I said, and this ain't nothing to glorify, but like I said, I when it was time to put in that work, I was there. So I ain't had no issues with that. Niggas made their jokes, but I got jokes too, so it's all good.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Emmanuel,
I'm gonna tell you
Emmanuel
this.
A1, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this real quick. You want to know how much of a real motherfucking gamer I am? I'm probably the only one in this motherfucker that ever did this. When I say this, y'all gonna respect me for life when it come to this gaming shit. I actually bought Call of Duty World at War day one at 7-Eleven. Facts. Y'all don't remember when do y'all remember when 7-Eleven started selling games?
I was gonna say I don't even know what you're talking about.
7-Eleven started selling 360 and PS3 games. Back in 2000,
where I'm at.
It didn't last for long. Back in 2008, 7-Eleven started selling games. Yes, I bought Call of Duty World at War from 7-Eleven. Factual.
With a Slurpee.
With a motherfucking big gulp. And some motherfucking chocolate chip cookies with M&Ms. Facts.
When you said you beat Resident Evil without a memory card, shit, I've done a lot of feats in gaming, but I wouldn't even imagine doing something like that. That would have never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I played that shit all night. I couldn't turn it off. It was crazy. But anyway, it's 6:30. We about to ride. Let me get these super chats I missed, and then we can ride up.
Oh, real quick, hey, let me jump in real quick. Emmanuel A1 said that I didn't respond to his super chat from earlier, but I don't know what he's talking about. Like,
what was his super chat? What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's been like 50 super chats, so I
read all of them.
You did, so I didn't even know I was supposed to answer nothing.
Oh, okay. You gotta let us know what it was.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said, "Code frauding like all Xbox fans. LOL. Anyone whose console shuts off due to lightning or pulling the plug may have to do that install to use it again."
Not me. I'm sending it to Microsoft.
All right. And then we got Matt McGrath. He said, stepped away for a bit, had to handle something. Did I miss anything? Also, it was in my sub box. I don't know what's up with other people sub boxes. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that bell so y'all can be notified when I go live or upload a video. Every Sunday at 4 p.m., though, is AGS Live with me and Optimus Code. So just know that. Even if you don't see it on your sub box, 4 p.m. on Sundays, you know we here. Just go to my channel. Also, we got one from Torrance Ingram. He said, Roslyn 12, Trey, you be over there, Optimus, my hood?
No further comment. Just south side of Chicago. Spent a lot of time there. A lot of time. Lot of time.
All right. Then we got one from Matt McGrath. He said, F them, I'ma always play games. That's what I'm saying. I will play games until I can't play games no fucking more. You know what I mean? Then we got Theron Aries. Shout out to you, player, for the super chat. He said Hard 8 was the first game in gangsta I ever knew of. Gaming, man. Shit, it's life. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Love this game and shit. Can't wait till all the new games come out and shit like that. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. I know it's
real quick. Emmanuel A1, I see your question about game mechanics and game design. That'll have to wait till next week, player. I'll make sure we get to that at the beginning of the show next week.
All right. We got to let Optimus go. It's almost time for Jell-O cups. So that'll go ahead and get us Jell-O. You know what I mean?
Oh, boy, you lucky. You lucky that I haven't always been the mild-mannered citizen you see before you today. You lucky, A, because you
Me either. Shit. We all have to change as we get older.
Yeah. Right. Hey, that's real talk right there, though, because people that refuse to change, bro, they not going to make it.
Well, I don't refuse to change. I refuse to change on this YouTube shit, though. I tell you that.
Well, I don't mean like,
but this don't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean? This don't really matter to me. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got to be.
I know what you mean. I know what you
mean. Yeah. I got people that want to behave. Feel like I'm like, bro, I'm too old to fight. I shoot and stab. That's it. I'm like, what would I look like trying to fight you? I'm 57 years old. This makes no sense.
Yo, that's too funny.
Recently, want to fight at a funeral. Anyway,
what you doing, man? The fuck? You took all the fucking the macaroni and cheese? What's up?
It's crazy, bro. You know how it be, 8.
Yeah. All right,
I wish I would.
Let's get to these outros. Go ahead, player.
I ain't got nothing for you, man. Be here next week.
All right. Yeah, every week, 4 p.m. EST, man, every Sunday. So hit that notification bell. Go ahead and hit the like button and all that. We appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to all the support. I'm putting those movies and codes up on Patreon. Sometime tonight, I'm going to do a random. You know what I'm saying? You just do it random. So that's 2 movies, 3 games, and 2 GeForce Now codes. Do I got 2? I might got 3 GeForce Now codes. I think I got 3
and that
of them.
GeForce Now works good too. That's a good lick. They was like taking games out of it at one point, but man, that service works really well. Don't sleep on GeForce.
Yeah, I
Now.
don't want that shit. So I got 3 codes. I got from my 3080 and then my 2 3090s. So putting it up on Patreon. Look out for the drop. Appreciate all the love, all the support. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters and all that shit. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that hit the like button, comments. Shit, you know what? I forgot some call-ins, man. Damn, my bad. I definitely forgot some calls. Damn.
We'll get them next week.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'll
get y'all next week.
I can take about 5 or 10 minutes if you want to, unless you got to run.
No, I ain't gotta run. Let me see. Let me get this. I ain't gotta run, but let me get King up in here. Let me see what he got to say real quick. About to hit him up. Cause I know you be wanting to hurry up and get to your Jello and your crackers. So keep you around too long, you dig? Don't want to keep you around too long. All right, King Kovu, where you at? About to get you in here real quick. Hold on, let me see who else I
trying to come in.
All right, got him already. Oh, I had Axe Samuels. He wanted to talk about Trump. Damn, we've been past that. Yeah, I don't know where King at, but we're going to get out of here. We're going to get y'all next week. I'm going to do better next week. I've been missing some of them calls, man. My fault.
Keep the water away from your keyboard too, player.
Yeah, you know, I'm on OLED, man. I can't be leaving shit up on the screen, man. So every now and then I go check the Discord, but I'll be forgetting, man. I'll do better next week. You know what I mean? Can't be leaving shit up on the screen with OLED. Anyway, shout outs to everybody, man. We going to see y'all next week, man. Hopefully we get some good gaming news this week. You dig? Now King Kovu, hold on. King Kovu trying to call me now, and I just tried to add him. Oh, man, let me see. He said he had something to say real quick. Let me see if I can get him in here.
Yeah, he was showed up, he had showed up, and then he left out.
Yeah, I'm going to add him back real quick. I know I'm hungry as a hostage, man. What you eating tonight, man? What you got? Some prune juice and some chicken noodle soup?
Today, Sunday is steak day, every Sunday.
Oh, steak. Oh, y'all got a special, y'all got a menu, huh?
Every Sunday is steak day, player.
Oh, all right. Steak and what? Potatoes and some shit?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
All right. Sounds delicious. Hey, what up, King Kovu? What up?
What up, bro? What up?
I just want to comment on Code's question about that loyalty, man.
Yeah, what's up? Explain that to me, player.
A lot, like I met a lot of them. A lot of them I went to school with. Like they take the brands of gaming, and that's their memories, that's their nostalgia, that's everything. They don't care about the developers, so they're in love with Nintendo, but don't know who develops any of their games. It's just like it's linked to their childhood, it's linked to everything gaming. So, and they went from one console to the next, and they don't care about anything else. Just it's like tunnel vision. Immediate.
Or like school pride or something, you saying?
Yeah, it's like it's like little kid thing. Like if your first system was a Nintendo, and then you got the next Nintendo, and then you got the next Nintendo. Nintendo is gaming to you. But if you grew up bouncing from console to console, stuff doesn't matter to you. Like I like developers. Like I like Naughty Dog. I like Sucker Punch. I don't care about Sony. I go with the developers go. If those developers leave Sony, I'm too. You know what I'm saying?
Are you loyal to those developers? Like, will you not even play a game from nobody else because you loyal to them?
No, that's the thing. Yeah, you play every game you want to play, but you're loyal. The only thing you'd be loyal to the developer for is like you give every game they put out a chance.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I feel you on that. Right? Like they gonna get some clock regardless, just because it's them. Whereas somebody else, they may get a pass. You might not even give it a second look, but whenever they drop something, you for sure gonna give it some time.
Yeah, exactly. When Naughty Dog put out Last of Us and everyone was flaming it, I don't care. I'm getting it anyway.
All right, I feel you on that. Yeah.
That's all I
That's
had.
reasonable. That ain't no fanboy stuff. That what you said makes perfect sense. Like they have earned your respect as a developer. But
that's what people feel about the brands.
But what you like you said with Naughty Dog, it's not like you won't play no games from no other people as well. These console extremists, they be like, I'm only playing stuff if it's on PlayStation. I don't care how good the game is on Xbox, which ain't really happened in recent years. But even if it was, they like, I'm not playing it. And I've seen people the other way. I've talked to people literally who ignore every single banger on PlayStation simply because it's on PlayStation. And I will never understand it. I don't get it. So they taking it further than what you just said.
Yeah, they're not fans of games, fans of the brand.
Facts. And I don't understand it. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's the big.
That's like Aiden's a fan of that old Peter Parker, man. He can't.
He takes off his mask every other mission. Of course, you know.
Oh, here you go. Stop this.
Come on now.
King. Bye, King. All right.
Have a good week, guys.
He see now, man. It's all good. Let the old head live, man. Let the old head live. All right. Thanks for calling in, player.
Yeah, no problem. See y'all next week.
All right. Peace. All right. We out of here, people. Shout outs to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget dropping codes and shit on Patreon sometime tonight randomly. They just gonna drop. So if you want them, be on the lookout. Hit that notification bell and also subscribe, man. Hit that like button too. You got anything else to say, old head? Old school?
Steak night.
Steak night. We out, people. Peace.
Peace.
All right.